Welcome to a special presentation of Chris 6 News. This is Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by Thomas J. Henry.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Pirate Stadium in the beautiful city of Rockport-Fulton. We are here for Game Night South Texas. It's the Cotton Pickers and the Rockport-Fulton Pirates in a key 15-4A Division II shootout. I'm Alan Harwell with Larissa Liska. Drew Bishop will be joining us later down on the sidelines, and it's good to be in Rockport, and it's going to be a great night for football. Larissa, how are you doing tonight?
I'm really excited about this one. I mean, you know, I planned the schedule starting in January and February, and I don't know how these games are going to turn out. And if you told me in UIL 4A Division II District 15 that Rockport-Fulton and Robstown would be playing for the district lead, I don't know if I would have believed you. And here we are, two teams off to some strong starts, and it's exciting. Rockport-Fulton is 2-0 in district. Robstown's 1-0. Close behind them is Cuero and Sinton, and then you have Ingleside. 5 teams in the top 4 are going to playoffs.
Yeah, it's a really good district, a very strong district, and we are making Game Night South Texas history tonight. First time ever that the Cotton Pickers have made it to a Game Night South Texas game, so it's great to get them on tonight. Robstown will get the ball to start the game. As you see, they down there on the field as they're doing the coin toss. It's about 82 degrees right now, but it feels a little bit cooler than that. Of course, we have air conditioning up here in the press box tonight. It's an enclosed press box. You were a little bit late, I know, getting up here because you were down on the field doing some assignments, but I did get a chance to get some of the spaghetti and the homemade spaghetti, the homemade garlic, and did partake in both the banana pudding and the chocolate pudding.
Wow.
Just a little bit.
That looks good behind me. Oh, wow.
There is some back there if you want to grab some.
That might have to be my halftime trip for sure. That's all you need is me to start snacking, and then then you know you hear me smacking up there because I'm eating.
All right, this is going to be a fun night tonight. Again, the Pickers made history starting off 5-0 this year, and as Larissa mentioned a moment ago, they are 6-1. Robstown coached by Travis Crowley, and of course across the way, the Rockport-Fulton Pirates are coached by Eric Sosa, and he's done a terrific job. Both head coaches have at both of their programs. So this could be a lot of scoring tonight. I have a feeling we might be around for a while. This that scoreboard's got 0-0 right now, but I think we may. I don't want to jinx it, Larissa, but I think we're going to have a lot of points tonight. So we'll find out.
I think so too. You know, but it's interesting. The difference between the two teams is Rockport-Fulton is very explosive. They have a lot of different guys that can just break away and get a ton of yardage. Meanwhile, Robstown, I haven't been able to go to a game personally, but I have many coworkers that have, and they said they're methodical. They move the ball down the field, and they might not get a big chunk of change of yardage, but they are going to move and work their way down the field. You've got to be able to stop them.
All right, that's Angel DeLeon there, number 32. He will kick off for the Pirates. And we are underway at Pirate Stadium. It's a good kick. It'll go through the end zone, so it'll be a touchback to start this ball game. And the Cotton Pickers are coming out, led by quarterback Travis Crowley, who is a junior. And when we get to that Rockport roster, Larissa, later when they get the ball, a lot of seniors on this Rockport team, many of them on the starting offensive side. So for Rockport, it's almost win now because you're going to be losing a bunch of seniors after this year. All right, here come the Pirates. Here come the Cotton Pickers. 1st and 10 now from their own 25-yard line. We're just underway on a great night for football here in Rockport. And that is Trevin Crowley, the coach's son. He is the quarterback, and he's checking his play chart there. As the play clock is down to about 2, he'll hand it off. And just maybe a yard or 2 for Isaiah Gutierrez, who's a senior.
Rockport-Fulton's defense starts up front in the trenches last week against Ingleside. The opening drive for the Mustangs, and the Pirates came up with a pick 6. Mind you, I interviewed the athlete earlier this week, the defensive end, and he said it was his first ever pick 6. But that was Caleb Wilshire who got the pick 6 last week. But these guys just attack. They love to cause havoc. So you've got to find a way to just get a couple chunks of yardage and
once again, it's Gutierrez on the handoff, and just another couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and long now for the Cotton Pickers. So it'll be about third and about 7 now for Robstown. Coming in 6-1 overall. Boy, when's the last time you've said that? But boy, that's a good feeling if you're a Robstown Cotton Picker football fan. You can stick your chest out and be really proud of the way things have been going this year.
It is. I know I've said it on previous stories. I can't quite remember the year, but it's been a while, and it's great to see. Now, I can tell you the last time Robstown's won a district championship, that was 1966, so they'd be itching to stay on top tonight.
Yeah, that's back when only one team made it. Crowley's in trouble. He'll get sacked.
And guess who it is? That's Caleb Wilshire, the defensive end for Rockport-Fulton, the senior. Like I said, he got a pick 6 last week. He's very tall. He said his teammates they're not the biggest D-line, but he definitely leads the way. I believe he said he was 6'2", something like that, well over 6 foot. And so he's definitely one of the players to stop.
All right, so it's now 4th and 18 for Robstown, so they'll be forced to punt here on their opening drive. So it's going to be a quick 3 and out. And the Pickers will be kicking from their own 18-yard line. Good snap. Kick is a line drive kick. Going to get a little bit of a roll. Let's see if it's returnable. A little bit of a fumble there, but they pick it up. Nice return here, all the way down to the 32-yard line. I believe that was. Some of these numbers are not easy to see. That's 5. That is number 5.
That's Jaden Monero, and the only reason I knew that is last week. I keep saying Ingleside because I was at that game, so I remember a lot of the games I'm at and the highlights I'm at. And Jaden Monero, he almost took one to the house on a punt return. So you got to keep an eye on number 5. He's got lead blockers ahead on special teams. I didn't look how many touchdowns they've had on special teams, but he's very fast, very electric. But now here comes your Rockport-Fulton offense.
Yeah, they're led by number 10, their quarterback. His name is Reed Snyder. He's a junior. And he's under center. Barking out the signals. He'll drop back. He'll throw across and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Zane Rios.
That's one Zane Rios wishes he has had back. You know, the Rockport-Fulton, there's not one guy who really gets to rock. They really do a great job of spreading the ball around. Zane Rios is one of those guys. Of course, Trey Alvarado, he was one of my Chris Super 6 Showcase senior running backs and one of the top backs in the area as well. He's one to keep an eye on. And Jackson Cowan.
Those are all seniors. Those are some of those seniors I was talking about. So they've this will be their final year of high school football. Rolling right, got a man open, down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and inside the 5-yard line is big number 35. And that, of course, is Jackson Grubert.
Another senior on that Rockport-Fulton roster. You know, Reed Snyder just made that pass look easy. Let's take a look at it again. Miracle Method bringing us a replay. And just look at the confidence Reed had there. You know, a good fake on the run, and wide open was Grubert.
Did some good running after the catch, and Robstown's defense will have to flex their muscles here to avoid Rockport from getting into the end zone early. Now 9:20 just underway at Pirate Stadium, and the Rockport-Fulton Pirates have 1st and goal on their own inside the 5-yard line of Robstown. Again, that is Reed Snyder. He'll drop back.
He's looking for Grubert.
He's wide open, and he could not catch it. Boy, I'd love to have that one back as well.
You know, though, I got to give a shout-out to Robstown's Aiden Elizondo Jr. for the Cotton Pickers. I believe if he didn't get a deflection on it, he got a hand up, and I'm sure that got in Grubert's eyes and made the catch just a little bit tougher.
Absolutely. That'll stop the clock now with 9:05 to play, but Rockport-Fulton been able to drive the ball down the field here on their first possession. They began inside their own 50-yard line after forcing a 3 and out on Robstown. So once again, Snyder under center. He will hand it off.
And there goes Trey Alvarado.
Alvarado makes it look easy as he walks in almost untouched. Looked like nobody even got a hand on him, and that's a 5-yard touchdown. And the Pirates score first tonight with 9:01 to play.
An Aztec Chevy touchdown for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates.
All right, so a nice start here for the Pirates. And if you're a Pirate fan, you had to like what you saw right there. Again, Trey Alvarado, the senior, busted it right up the middle.
Now, one thing to keep an eye on for Trey is while he is a running back, he has a lot of rushing touchdowns. He also catches a lot of passes for this squad, so they like to utilize him all over the field. He's definitely, and he might be small, but he will run you over.
That's Jose Perez in for the extra point, and it is good. So with 9:01 to play here in the first period, it's the Pirates 7 and the Cotton Pickers 0. You're watching Game Night South Texas as we look at the replay here, and he just kind of gets past a couple of would-be tacklers for the easy score. We'll be right back.
They might be having trouble because the score hasn't changed.
Or is it just the lighting of the stadium?
No. I always have it bright, and I don't know why. Anytime I restart.
We're back at Pirates Stadium at Rockport, and you saw the Pirates kick off after their last touchdown to make it 7-0. So Robstown Cotton Pickers will get it back to start their second possession of this game, and they'll start at their own 19-yard line as they are still looking for their first down of this game. And once again, they'll come out with quarterback Trevin Crowley, the junior. All right, here come the Pickers, 1st and 10 now from their own 19-yard line. They'll go back to the ground game, and again, there's just nothing there. That vaunted defensive line there by the Pirates doing a great job on that run game of the Pickers. So I think they are going to give him maybe a yard. Actually give him 2 yards on the play, so it's not going to be 2nd down and 8. For the Pickers, coming in 6-1. Big game. They're undefeated in district play at 1-0. And, of course, the Pirates are 2-0. Pirates have yet to take their bye. There's a good look from field angle there. High snap, but able to, well, he's not able to jump on the ball. We thought it's recovered by the Pirates.
It's Caleb Wilshire.
Wilshire's got an early Defensive Player of the Year, or Player of the Game nominee tonight. He is a man on a mission tonight. But, yeah, it was a high snap, Larissa, and it looked like that Crowley may have regained control but then lost control again and just couldn't find the football, and recovered by the Pirates. So they're going to, again, get great field position, and they'll start this one on the Robstown 12-yard line. Boy, talk about a gift. Let's take a look at that Miracle Method replay, and you will see that Crowley, there he is, goes over his head, and he's just trying to find the loose pigskin.
And that's tough to do.
It is, especially on that turf. Here we go, back to live action. And
Alvarado bounces
Alvarado
outside.
around the left side.
Oh, the stiff arm.
And he got away from a one tackle, and then it is shoved out of bounds at about they're going to mark it at the 6-yard line.
I said it earlier. Trey Alvarado's not the biggest guy, but I believe he's a powerlifter, if I remember correctly. I did a full story on him, and he will bulldoze you over. It surprises you. His stiff arms are strong. You know, he's a hard tackler, and then he's got enough speed where he can get around that edge. He's tough to bring down.
That was a 4-yard gain. It'll now be 2nd and 6. Actually, it's a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 on the 6-yard line. And Snyder rolls right, got a man wide open if he'll throw it, and well, they covered him up. He just waited too long to throw the ball. And it looked like he had number 32 open in that right corner of the end zone. But he was forced out of bounds. That'll stop the clock, 7:57 to go. It'll be 3rd and 6. They can still get a first down without scoring if they can get it down to about the 2.5-yard line. Old-fashioned football here, they're huddling up and then going up to the line of scrimmage. And many times you will see Snyder under center, as he is right there. Looked like we had some movement along the line there on both sides. Let's see who got caught first. And it was against the Pirates, so they'll mark it back 5 yards. So now they'll place the ball on the 13-yard line. So it'll now be 3rd and 11 for the Pirates. Thank you so much for joining us here at Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We'll be hearing from Drew Bishop here in a little bit. He's on the sidelines. We'll get his thoughts on what he's seeing down there on the sideline. He's already seen one Rockport score. Play clock down to 12. Again, Rockport in no hurry whatsoever. This time Snyder's in the shotgun. And he'll run himself. He's got a lot of running room. To the 5, he is going to score from 13 yards out. That's Reed Snyder on the quarterback keeper. And the Pirates now lead 13-0.
That's an Aztec Chevy touchdown. Can't wait to watch the replay on that one because, like you said, Reed Snyder went right up the middle, but then the vision he had to see where his blockers were and take that left turn, and he took it just at the right time and right at the right angle to get that far corner and score for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates.
Well, they've made it look easy so far, and that'll again bring in Jose Perez to try the extra point.
And you know, they scored a lot a few weeks ago against one of the projected district leaders was Cuero, so they're going to score a lot tonight.
Kick is up, and it is good. So with 7 minutes, 49 seconds left to play here in the first period, Rockport-Fulton now up 14-0, and there's a good look at Reed, and let's look at the replay. And it was him all along. He called his own number. We'll have more for you after this quick timeout. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Pirate Stadium in Rockport. The Pirates are up 14-0 here on Game Night South Texas. Alan Harwell with Larissa Liska and Drew Bishop. And the Pirates have had it twice, and they have scored twice. And let's head down to the field, and let's check in with Drew Bishop.
Hey, everybody. Drew Bishop down here on the sideline. And Rockport-Fulton there, Caleb Wilshire with a big turnover forced, and they capitalize. Wilshire here on the sideline, he said, I could have scored. Now, I want to show you something here. If you'll pan over here, this is their turnover celebration prop. Now, this sword goes right through the helmet, and when Wilshire came back from off the sideline, he's pierced this sword through the football, through the helmet, and his teammates were excited. So whenever there's a Rockport-Fulton turnover, a forced turnover tonight, they'll get to celebrate with this right here, guys. So hopefully more for the Pirates. Robstown looking to respond. Back to you, Alan and Larissa.
Well, that football may get a beating tonight, I have a feeling. That's a little scary there.
I think Drew needs to take a picture of that and put it on our Facebook page. That thing is awesome.
All right, here come the Cotton Pickers. First down and 10 down from their own 19-yard line. Back to the run game. Maybe a gain of about 3, maybe 4. So Robstown has not thrown a pass yet tonight, so they've been content to keep the ball on the ground.
And I know a majority of their stats have been rushing the ball. And a guy to keep an eye on your radar is Tim Sanchez, number 2. He's a receiver, but he likes to run the ball a lot as well. Like, they utilize him in multiple ways, and that's what Coach Crowley told me about this Rockport offense. Multiple guys can play multiple positions, and that's what helped them to get to this point so far this year. But it's 2nd and 6 on the 23-yard line.
And that looks like Ethan Vasquez, who is in there. And there he is with the snap and the handoff. And he's close to a first down. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. So number 33, that's Ethan Vasquez, his sophomore.
It's officially marked 3rd and 3 on the 26-yard line.
All right. Didn't give him quite as many yards as we thought he got, but it'll be 3rd and 3. And the Cotton Pickers are knocking on perhaps their first down of this ball game, down 14-0. You see the clock, it's winding down, 6:26 to play here.
They're trying to get Rockport-Fulton to jump, but they're not biting.
Play clock down to 5. And back to pass, first pass attempt of the game, and he had a lot of pressure on him and had to throw it late. And it hits the ground, so that'll stop the clock.
And that was pressure from Jake Selfa Jr. for Rockport-Fulton.
So speaking of defense tonight, Larissa, we're always looking for that big hit of the game, right? So I know you're going to be watching out for that. And we've had some really good ones this year.
I know. I don't know. We've had a lot this year. And as far as tonight goes, I don't know if they saved it, but that opening drive when Caleb Wilshire got the big hit, I thought that was a big hit for sure, but we'll keep an eye out for sure throughout our entire game because our big hit sponsor, King Ranch Ag and Turf, will have that for you in the 4th quarter.
All right. Big number 26, Isaiah Gutierrez, the senior, out there to pump the ball away on 4th and 3. And it's a high kick, and they're going to return this one. If they can find some openings, and he will go down at about the 39-yard line. And that was number 5 who returned the punt. And that, of course, is Jaden Monero, sophomore.
He always gets a good chunk of yards on those kickoff returns. But now, I'm excited to see what Rockport-Fulton does now on their 3rd drive. Will they make it another touchdown run? One person we haven't seen get the ball yet is Jackson Cowan, and I believe he has the 2nd most yards, rushing yards for Rockport-Fulton. So we'll see if Jackson Cowan, keep an eye on number 11 out there. Of course, we've seen Trey Alvarado already get in the mix. Reed Snyder can keep the ball. They've got a lot of options on this Rockport-Fulton offense.
And here they come, 1st and 10 now from the Cotton Picker 39. They've been inside Cotton Picker territory all night so far.
There's Jackson Cowan in motion.
All right, and they'll hand it off to their main man, Alvarado, and
whoo,
he is going to get slammed behind the line of scrimmage by several Cotton Pickers. That's a big loss.
It was led by 66. That's Aaron De La Rosa. He was the one that got his hands on Trey Alvarado first. He did not want to let go, and I believe I saw Tim Sanchez coming in for the big hit. Let's see if we can watch that again on Miracle Method. We got some time here. Check it out again. I mean, Trey was trying to make something out of nothing. He just hits a block. He just hit Aaron De La Rosa on a pack of Cotton Pickers, and there he's holding on to him. He's not letting go.
Well, he heard big hit of the game was out there, so he was.
he wanted it.
All right, that was a 3-yard loss. It'll now be 3rd and 13 now from the Cotton Picker 42-yard line. And we got movement again on that Rockport line. That'll mark them back another 5. It'll now be 2nd and 18.
Still 2nd down.
Well, I don't know if anybody's going to match Ray's performance from earlier this year when they scored on their first 8 possessions, if you remember that, Larissa. And then they were on the 2-yard line when the clock ran out. They could have very easily made it a 9 for 9. So, but so far, Rockport's 2 for 2. So we'll see.
We'll see. And again, we've seen them score a lot of points this year. At 57 against Cuero. They needed to get 57 because they beat them 57-56.
Now, that would have been a good game to do. I'm telling you right there.
Oh, a lot of chaos, though. And look who is gone off to the races. That is Jackson Cowan. I told you keep an eye on 11. There he goes. That's an Aztec Chevrolet touchdown for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates, 47 yards.
Well, he made that one look easy. And Aztec Chevrolet getting a lot of advertising tonight early in the first period, courtesy of the Rockport-Fulton Pirates. And it was just a simple handoff. We'll show you the highlight. We'll show you the replay here in a little bit, but yeah, I think he just went untouched.
Give credit to that offensive line. A few weeks ago, they were my game changer of the week. I usually just pick one player, but when it comes to the offensive line, you got to pick the entire unit, and they've done such a great job this year opening up gaps for all the running backs and their quarterback.
All right, Jose Pettis in to try the extra point. Kick is up, and it is perfect, so it's now 21-0. So we've got 3 scores, 3 possessions, and 3 scores. There he is. There's Jackson right there. And you'll see here he'll get just a simple handoff, and he just kind of darts through there. And I don't think he's touched whatsoever.
He has not touched, but back at that again. What tripped everybody up is they faked the handoff, I believe, to Trey Alvarado first. The defense bit on Trey. Here it is. And then Jackson Cowan just comes behind and keeps it. They all bit on Trey Alvarado. They were ready to stop him.
Well, they pretty much look unstoppable early on here, and it's just good to do a ball game tonight. We were off last Thursday, and it's good to be back tonight.
And, we'll see if Robstown can get something done on this one. But here we go. We do have our district standings here. This is 4A Division II, District 15. Like I was saying earlier, Rockport-Fulton has the lead 2-0, but Robstown right there with them, 1-0 in the district. They're on a 1-game winning streak, but they're 6-1 on the year. Cuero and sitting in that 3rd, 4th spot, and then Ingleside at the bottom. So it'll be interesting to see who climbs to the top of the ladder, but the end of the season will be Rockport-Fulton versus Sinton.
And only 5 teams in the district, so only one team's going to get left out of the postseason. So we'll see who that is. Kickoff is returnable, and that's about the same area where they've had to start each possession. All right, we got Drew Bishop again down on the sideline. Drew been awfully busy here early with those gentlemen in the green uniforms.
Hey guys, what's going on down here on the Rockport-Fulton sideline? 3 possessions, 3 scores for the Pirates. Great news, right? But I spoke with head coach Eric Sosa pregame, and he really emphasized defense to me. They've let up 56 2 weeks ago against Cuero, 21 last week against Ingleside, and they haven't let up a first down yet today against the Pickers. So Coach Sosa really excited. I'm sure the rest of the sideline is too. Guys, we'll continue to see if the defense can keep going on this momentum and keep it up and stifle Robstown.
All right, Tim. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. Timothy Sanchez got the handoff and was able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on 1st and 10. And like Drew mentioned, Larissa, you know, the Cotton Pickers are struggling just to get a first down. They don't have one yet.
But, you know, one thing they haven't done is got the ball to Tim Sanchez. He was a guy I was hoping to see the ball. And like I've been told by multiple people, they just like to get a chunk of change, a chunk of yards, you know, a little bit at a time. And there you go. We just saw Tim Sanchez get 4 yards. That's all it takes. Get 4, 4, and 4, and you got a first down.
That's good math. Absolutely. 2nd and 6. I even figured that one out myself. I don't want to brag about it, though. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 6. And I'll hand it off to, this is Isaiah Gutierrez. And Gutierrez works his way up, maybe another 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3. Other games tonight we got going on, or is this it tonight?
Oh, we have a lot. I can't even tell you.
Okay.
I think we have. I think there's 5 total tonight.
All right.
There's too many to count. Flower Bluff is playing PSJA Memorial at Flower Bluff. Veterans Memorial is on the road. We've got King versus Miller. Santa Gertrudis Academy is playing somebody, Lyford. So we got a lot of action tonight.
3rd and 4 now. Let's see if the Pickers can pick up their first down of the ball game. 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Play clock is down to 1. They're going to have to call a timeout if they want to avoid a penalty here. And it has now gone down to 0. And they didn't call a timeout in time, so it's a delay of game. They'll mark off 5, so it goes now from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9. So they had trouble getting the play call in. So now it's going to make getting that first down a little bit tougher now. They're going to need 9 yards from their own 25-yard line.
I do have a score update. Flower Bluff is up 21-0 against PSJA Memorial late in the first quarter.
Well, they're just blasting everybody this year. They've had a lot of Thursday night games, and you've given me all these blowout numbers.
I know. They're just doing so good. I know you asked me last week where I have them ranked. I mean, they're very good. They're definitely top 3, but I've just got to see them play Vets and PSJA North.
All right, Pickers trying to throw, but they're going to run, and there's just nowhere to hide. And
he was stopped by number 9. That is Cam Alston, another senior for this Rockport-Fulton squad. Let's check it out. I just got to watch Trevin Crowley, what he was able to do with those legs there. He tried to make something out of nothing.
He didn't have anybody open.
He didn't.
And it looked like they did try to go to the passing game, and he just did what he could do. He just took off, but there just wasn't any running room. So,
but shout out to number 9. I got to give you a quick fact about Cam Alston. I'm hoping to do a story with him in the next couple of weeks, but he is actually a 17-year-old pilot. Just got his pilot's license.
Good for him.
Well, he'll be up in the air soon.
This is Gutierrez with the kick, and kicks it right to the returner. 50, 45, 40, and
tackled by 35 for Robstown. That is Alex Ramon.
So Jade Monero doing a good job on the punt returns. And once again, Larissa, 4th possession, all 4 inside the Robstown 40-yard line. So they have not had to really go a whole lot of yardage to get those first 3 touchdowns. But they've done a good job containing that Robstown offense. And again, not allowing a first down yet.
Exactly. I do have another score update for you. Another team that's doing well tonight. Miller is up 14-0 in the first quarter over King.
Looks like they've found their game now. Once district started, they were 0-5. It was hard to believe. They only had 86 points in their first 5 games. That's just incredible. Oh man, in and out of the hands.
That was Gruber wanting that one back. But no, exactly. You know, it shocked me as I was at the Carroll Tigers football game, and you know, we've been talking highly about Carroll this year. And Miller shut them out. Now, I will tell you this.
That shocked me. I picked Carroll to win that game.
But I will tell you this. I don't know what happened to Carroll, but 20-something points. Because I wasn't there in the first quarter. I had to go, I think, to GP. So I showed up late, and I'm like, oh, man, I hope I get something when I show up in the second quarter. Miller scored 20-something points in the second quarter of those 35. So something happened in the second quarter where Carroll just couldn't bounce back.
Well, they found their rhythm. We're talking about the Miller Buccaneers, of course. Reed Snyder is going to roll left. Got all day to throw, and he just threw it low. Incomplete.
Because he had him open. Gage Gonzalez on the far side.
And that'll stop the clock with 1:45. Well, for Game Night South Texas, this is our 7th out of 9 games, Larissa, that we're doing this year. Hard to believe that we're already at Game 7. We'll be at Cabotus next week for
Moody versus King, and I'm excited at Moody. I want to see Caden DeFore in action. They've had a lot of Thursday games, so I haven't been able to check them out yet. You know, he has an offer from UTSA. He's a junior running back, and you know, King, they've been putting together some historic records for King. You know, most career passing yards by their quarterback, so it's exciting.
Snyder in trouble. He'll throw it. Screen pass.
There's
Caught.
Trey Alvarado.
Oh, man, great tackle there by number 65.
Oh, 66.
66 for the Pickers. Aaron De La Rosa.
And guess what? That's the same man that took down the 3-yard loss the drive before for Rockport.
Well, here's your Miracle Method surface refinishing replay.
And I tell you who brought him to the surface for some refinishing. That was Aaron De La Rosa.
Tell you what, he wants that big hit of the game. I think you need to keep an eye on big number 66. All right, for the first time tonight, Rockport forced into a 4th down situation. They're going for it here on 4th and 12. We had movement on that Robstown side. This is a free play, and the ball falls incomplete.
He was looking for he was looking for Gage Gonzalez again.
Well, I guess they didn't throw a flag on the play. I thought I saw movement there.
So the first drive, Rockport-Fulton does not find the end zone.
Can we go back and look at that replay? I want to see if there any movement on that Robstown side before. Let's see if Miracle Method can show us here. Well, no, he got back in time. Good camera angle right there. Well, maybe he didn't. He moved, but anyway, bottom line is that Robstown now has the ball, their best starting position of the game, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
We saw a spurt of life on that last drive, so let's see if they can get it going.
Hand it off, and just nothing there for Isaiah Gutierrez. Again, a good job by that Rockport-Fulton defensive line. So a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They are tough to get through. You know, I really want to see Robstown take advantage again of Tim Sanchez, number 5 out there, Miles Rodriguez. Try to find some space on the outside, Christian Vela, because I feel like if you can exploit that, I know Rockport's got some ball hawks out there, but exploit the edge, get a chunk of change right
Crowley
there.
will throw it. That's their first complete pass of the game.
And that was for Jackson Barker. Might have been about a yard gained or a couple yards gained.
So it'll be 3rd and long now. And that'll stop the clock with 23 seconds before the end of the first period.
3rd and 7, ball on their own 44-yard line for the Robstown Cotton Pickers.
I think, you know, Larissa, they might be in a point here where this may have to be 4-down territory already for the Cotton Pickers at this point, being down 21-0.
They've got to go for it at this point. You know, but they're not in bad field position either. You know, just outside of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's what leads me to believe it may be 4-down territory, but the play clock is down to 0 again. Let's see if they got a timeout called. I think they did. They did. So Robstown calls timeout with 23 seconds left. Well, they had plenty of time to get the play in and snap, but still they couldn't get it off in time. So they forced to call a timeout. So the Pirates and the Pickers will talk about it. So let's look ahead to tomorrow night. Who's your game of the week tomorrow night? Who do you got?
If you had to guess, what do you think?
You know, I didn't really look at it.
The Battle of the Bridge.
Okay.
The new bridge.
The new bridge, which I drove across to get here.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Was it your first time?
No, third time.
Third time.
First time to go that direction.
Oh, okay.
I've come from the other side a couple of times, but yeah, pretty cool. Looked over at the Old Harbor Bridge. Boy.
Oh yeah, they're starting to tear that thing down.
It looked bad. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's showing its age.
It is. So it's nice, you know, with this new bridge, and but it's an old rivalry. Carroll versus Gregory Portland. It's at Ray Aikens Wildcat Stadium. That's our game of the week. I know I'll be at. I can't remember if it's at. I think it's at London. I'll be at Westosa versus London. Then I believe I'll be going over to Buccaneer Stadium for Ray versus Moody. And so excited to get some of those games. But we'll tell you some more right after this.
All right, boy, I tell you what, not anywhere to run for Timothy Sanchez, and it's now going to be 4th and long. Let's see if Robstown goes for it, but they're going to have time to think about it because that is going to be the final play of the first period. So that'll close the books on the first 12 minutes. And your score is Rockport-Fulton 21, the Cotton Pickers 0. You're watching Game Night South Texas. It'll roll on right after this quick timeout. All right, welcome back. Game Night South Texas brought to you by Thomas J. Henry, Alan Harwell with Larissa Liska. Drew Bishop is on the sidelines. Interesting, during the commercial, Rockport-Fulton actually called timeout with 4 seconds left so they could get the wind on this kick. So let's see what happens. Here's the snap, and this is a very good kick. And the Pirates, it is returnable. And Monero is going to get it to about the 45-yard line. So now we have now officially ended the first period. Interesting that he would call timeout with 4 seconds left. So yes, we were talking about CeeDee Lamb, the great Cowboys wide receiver. So I did see something on Facebook a couple of weeks ago about him talking about the Robstown Cup.
He ddid, and we actually have it. So let's see if we can work our magic and get the message CeeDee Lamb shared for Robstown after going, I believe, 4-1 or 5-1 at the time. Let's see if we can pull it up.
What's going on, Robstown football team? It's your boy C here. I just want to wish y'all good luck on the rest of y'all season. I hear y'all doing great things. Just continue to strive, continue to be better, continue to, push every day to be a better player and a better man. And a special shout out to Joel, number 11. I hear you're having a fantastic season. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep leading those guys. Keep balling, and I'll see you soon.
All right, very nice. They were 5-0 at the time when they recorded that. So CeeDee Lamb, maybe the best receiver in all of the NFL. Maybe, unless Pickens might be a little bit better. You never know.
I know George Pickens is doing so good, but it's great to have CeeDee Lamb back.
Anyway, that's a great video. Appreciate you sharing that. All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10 now as we start the second quarter. And there is nowhere to run. Suddenly that Robstown D is coming alive here. Let's head back down to the field. We've got Drew Bishop with the latest. Drew, what you got for us?
Guys, we're talking about CeeDee Lamb, seeing that shout out. I know the Pickers could use him right now. Their offense is looking a little stagnant. I don't know about you guys up in the booth. I was a little surprised to not see a fake punt or some type of trickery from Robstown. I mean, they're down 3 scores. Their offense hasn't gotten a lot of momentum. They kind of need a spark right now. I would expect to see some trickery from Travis Crowley on that sideline. If not, Rockport-Fulton's going to continue to pound the rock, move the ball downfield, and expand this lead. So keep an eye out. Let's see if Robstown makes any big plays here in this second quarter.
All right, well, here's a big play for the Fulton Pirates as the Rockport-Fulton Pirates are going to pick up big yardage here. As you saw Reed Snyder last minute pitching it out for a Allen Samuels first down.
That was a very nice pitch there. They great timing, knew just when to toss it off. And, again, a great first down for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates. They're now on their own 49-yard line.
Drew brought up a really good point there. We kind of thought for a while that Robstown might have been in 4-down territory, but they did elect to punt the football down 21-0. 1st and 10. And Reed will roll left, looking, got a man, caught. Oh, another drop pass. That's 3 now for Rockport tonight, as that's number 12, Luke Brown, senior.
He's getting the passes there. Reed Snyder's getting the passes there, and there's Luke Brown now. He wishes he had that one back.
Well, he's delivering, that's for sure, but that one was a drop. For the first time tonight, Rockport-Fulton starts inside their own 50-yard line. Again, 3 possessions, 3 scores. It'll now be 2nd down and 10. Good crowd on hand here on this Rockport side.
I will say 4 possessions. They did on their last drive. They did get stopped for turnover on downs, but they were 3 for 3.
Oh, here's a big hole here, and
Trey Alvarado, look at him go. He can't get taken down.
Well, he's finally going to get shoved out of bounds, we think.
Oh.
Ooh, big number 33 slammed into the turf. That was a big hit right there. That was Ethan Vasquez.
You know, it's hard for defenses because Trey will shake, spin, stiff arm you, push you off, and I know he irritates defenses. They're making sure he's okay. Let's rewatch that Trey Alvarado for us for a bit.
Well, he did a wonderful job carrying the load here, and that's a good angle from right there. And then you think he's going to go down right there, but he spins out of it.
And he still keeps going.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Williams, the Cowboys running back, and then, boy, 33 slams him down. That was a big hit.
No flag, though. No flag, but that was a big takedown there.
1st and 10 now from the 34. And we're going to have a timeout called here by the Pirates. 10 men on the field. Got to have 11. So they'll call timeout, and they'll go over this. So tomorrow night we got the Battle of the Bridge. Tigers and GP. So what else you got tomorrow night?
I'll be at West Oso at London, and then I'll hop over to Buccaneer Stadium, and I'm going to get Ray versus Moody. And then our coworker Matthew is going all the way to my alma mater, George West. They have not lost a game this year, my Longhorns, and they are undefeated, I believe 7-0. They're actually, I don't know the last time this has happened, but ranked in the top 10 for 3A Division II. And they're playing Santa Rosa, which will be for the district lead. If George West can beat Santa Rosa, they pretty much can say they've got the district title. Obviously there's 2 more games left, but those are the top 2 teams. They already took down Odom this year. And then Drew Bishop, he's going to hop over to Sinton, another team in this district, see how they do against Ingleside. Sinton Sinton will be wanting to get their first win of the season, and so will Ingleside for district. Sinton lost to Cuero. That's their only district loss. Then he'll hop over to Taft. Hebronville's at Taft, so that'll be a fun one. I think that's all we got. We got 6 or 7. It's going to be a good one.
1st and 10 now, and the Pirates are on the run, and there he goes.
Ooh, another big hit to Zane Rios.
Yeah. Robstown's hitting hard tonight. They are making some really good tackles.
Well, they've got some new defensive coordinators over there. They got some London baseball coaches that transferred over, and got some new head coaches this year. And they've been working the defense hard. But there's Zane Rios. Look at him go around the right side edge. Great blocking, even. But that was just a high hit. I can't get a number on that one.
That's one you need to mark.
Well, what's his number? 33.
33. Yes. Absolutely. 33, of course, is Ethan Vasquez. We've already called his name several times tonight on the defensive side. 2nd and 3 now for the Pirates. And Snyder rolls left, got a man, caught. Oh, another in and out. It's intercepted. Coming back the other way. And the Robstown Cotton Pickers forced a turnover. That's Tim Sanchez with the INT as it went right through the hands of the intended receiver and intercepted by the Pickers.
I got to see what happened because I was riding Ethan Vasquez.
Yeah, well, there's Tim right there.
Tim Sanchez.
Yeah.
He does great playing both ways. Here we go.
So you'll see Snyder roll left. He's got a man. He'll throw it, and it goes right through his hands. And then it is picked off by Sanchez, and we're going back the other direction.
That's Gage Gonzalez said it was intended for Tim Sanchez, though. Big INT.
Well, let's see if this is the play that kind of sparks that Robstown offense here, as they are still in search of their first down. Kind of reminds me of San Antonio Memorial a few weeks back when they could not get an early first down against those mighty Kingsville Brahmas defense.
Here they go, ball on the 25-yard line.
That's a nice pickup there for the Pickers. That's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5. So that's a good start, good positive yardage.
That was Dominic Figueroa.
So it'll be 2nd down.
He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, they do. This is a young team, without a doubt. This is I wonder how many baseball players are out there, too. It makes you.
That's true. I don't know how many are out there. I know I recognize a lot of these names, though.
Well, they're going to have another good team this year from what I'm hearing. So look out for that Picker baseball team.
2nd and 7, ball on their own 29-yard line for the Robstown Cotton Pickers. Tim Sanchez in motion.
They're just looking for something. They need something to happen. They got to break one, and they're not going to break this one. Doesn't look like. And maybe a gain of about a yard.
Figueroa making it an easier 3rd down. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. You got it.
All right.
All right. So let's see what the Pickers can do here. They've got number 25 in the backfield.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Figueroa, another sophomore, as we talked a moment ago on Parents' Night here at Pirate Stadium. So Crowley in the shotgun. Play clock down to about 3. They'll hand it off, and there is nothing there. Boy, good pursuit there by that Rockport defense. So it'll be 4th and long. And that will force yet another Robstown punt. Well, you kind of thought maybe the turnover might ignite the offense a little bit. It didn't.
You know, and they were deep in their own territory as well. Ball was inside the 40. So Rockport-Fulton, you know, they get this punt right, they're going to be in good field position again. And, you know, we've already seen what Jaden Monero, number 5, can do when he gets the ball. He's one of the guys looking to receive this punt.
Well, he's looking to maybe take one to the house. So there they are. And this ball, again, is returnable. Monero's got it. Got a good running start. 50, 45, 40. Look out. And that was his best return of the night, down to the 32-yard line.
He takes it right back where the line of scrimmage was, pretty much.
Yes, because they did it. It was kicked from the 33. You're right.
There is some laundry on the field, though. Not too far off from where he was tackled.
Well, you see so much of it on these punt returns and kickoffs. Sometimes it's not even worth returning these balls because it ends up hurting them in the end. And this one is going to be a big mark-off against the Rockport-Fulton Pirates. Holding, and that'll move it back to the Robstown 49-yard line as the Pickers make their game night South Texas debut this evening.
Rockport-Fulton, they weren't on last year, but 2 years ago we were over here and posting the Flower Bluff Hornets. So excited to be back here at Rockport-Fulton. Had a nice drive by some palm trees, not too far from the water.
A good place to, you know, once you get married, move over here, right here by the water. What do you think?
Exactly. Well, you know, I heard there's some great beaches over here, and I want to check those out. But there's Trey Alvarado. I don't know how much time he spends at the beach because I know he puts in a lot of work for football.
Well, you already live by the water anyway now.
I do. That's true.
You know, so.
Gain of about 1, second down 9.
All right, so it'll be second down and about 8.
Not too much yardage there. Robstown knows they've got to keep an eye on number 23, Trey Alvarado, because once he gets out in space, he's tough to bring down. But if they can hit him early, the problem is there's just so many other guys who can get the ball. And we'll see who Reed Snyder's looking for this time. It's Jackson Cowan.
Yeah, and Cowan's got some speed, and he runs over. Well, he
hurdled.
He did, and boy, that may have hurt a Robstown player. He's wincing a little bit. And
luckily, the Robstown player is getting up. That, I believe, was number 12.
Yeah, but this is not good. This is not good. Cowan is hurt. He is down on the field, has not been able to get back up. He was hobbling on one leg, and he just could not get off the field on his own.
He hurdled really high.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. That's just, you really don't see many players gaining any yardage when you hurdle.
No, you don't.
So it's going to be 3rd and 5 now for the Pirates as they take a look at Mr. Cowan. We're going to take a quick timeout, injury timeout, 21-0, all Rockport. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Game Night South Texas. Jason Cowan had to be helped off the field. He could not put any weight on that right foot, so they're taking a close look at him. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Pirates. And Reed will throw it out, and look out. 30, 25, 20, finally brought down at about the 16-yard line. That's a huge pickup there for number 23.
Trey Alvarado.
And Trey Alvarado, we've called his name a lot tonight. Boy, he is just
And Alan Samuels,
quick.
first down for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates.
Had to pass by that place today on the way over from Kingsville.
There you go. And you know, if anybody was going to be fast like a car, it's Trey Alvarado. Look at him go. He just had the space on the far side. He's tough to bring down in open space. Nice tackle by who? Tim Sanchez. One of their best athletes on the Robstown side, as we saw in the drive before he got the interception.
1st and 10 now. And they'll hand it off back to Alvarado. And Alvarado's got good running room here. He'll break it down to about the 7. So not only does he have some speed, he's got some power up the middle, running over a few cotton pickers along the way. That's a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4 now.
His powerlifting skills really come in handy in football, and you know, that's something he prides himself in. You know, he wanted to be not only a fast runner but a power back, and Again, like I said, he's not the tallest guy out there, but he wants coaches to know, like, you know, for him, size doesn't matter. He works hard. He puts in the effort. You know, he's a dual threat running back. He can do multiple things.
Well, let's see if he gets the ball again, which he does, and he is going to power his way inside the 5, looks like. I think he made it to about the 4.
Yep, 4-yard line.
That'll be a first down. That should be an Allen Samuels first down, right?
Allen Samuels first down.
Well, let's see if Miracle Method will show us how he got the first down. And there he goes.
Just great blocking, but look at the little hesitation and he was able to juke a little bit and gain just the right yardage to gain for first down. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Now let's see if the Pickers can keep them out of the end zone. Play clock down to 5. They're going to have to hurry this one up. 3, 2, they snap it.
And there goes Trey Alvarado.
And Alvarado is going to be pushed back. And boy, they were trying to see where they're trying to rip that ball out of his hands, and he held on to it.
Robstown's defense they're stout, but they really need them here right now, down by 21. With 3:53 to go in the second quarter, they need a huge stop here.
Well, that was a good start on that last play there. The defense stopping Alvarado for no gain.
Looks like they might have gained
maybe
a yard or 2.
Yeah,
but
maybe
it wasn't much.
He got good forward progress. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
Snyder under center. Back, looking, lobs it up in the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Pirates. Is that number 3?
That's
it looks
number
like
3. Ford Anderson with the Aztec Chevrolet touchdown.
So Ford Anderson makes his presence known tonight. Like a little Dak Prescott passer right there. Kind of lobbed it up, waiting for Mr. Ford to catch it, which he did. 27-0 now. And the big crowd here on the Rockport side having a good time tonight.
Their first touchdown of the second quarter.
Jose Perez knocks it home. So with 3:25 to play here in the first quarter, it's Rockport-Fulton 28 and the Robstown and Cotton Pickers 0. Coming up at halftime, we'll have both bands. We'll, of course, have your HEB highlights. And we're going to have a bunch of them. We know we're going to have 4, maybe 5.
You know, it's when you look at player of the game coming up, you know, it's down the road, but it's not far off, sponsored by Lamar Plumbing. We got to pick a top player. And just to go over their touchdowns while we got a chance here, Trey Alvarado scored first, a 5-yard touchdown run. He made it 7-0. Then Reed Snyder on the quarterback keeper for Rockport-Fulton. That was a 13-yard touchdown. Then Jackson Cowan, who unfortunately got injured not too long ago, had a 47-yard touchdown run. And now Reed Snyder again, but this time a pass to Ford Anderson. You don't see too many passes from Rockport-Fulton. They definitely do have quite a bit of yardage, but it's mostly those short passes, taking the outside and, little pass to the flat, but they love to run the football in that slot tee. That's something Eric Souza, who was an assistant coach at Beeville under his dad, Chris Souza, came over here to Rockport-Fulton. This is his second year, and that was one thing the players wanted. Are we going with the slot tee? They said, yes, we are, and they've done a great job mastering it, adding a lot of chaos. Again, it's the second year under Eric Souza, so they've really figured out how to be dynamic with it.
Angel DeLeon will kick it off here. And there's Angel. And there's the kick. It's going to be a short kick. It'll land at the 23.
Miles Rodriguez picks it up.
Miles looking for some running room, but there is nothing there.
No miles to gain. Do you like my joke?
I did, but I'm looking down on the field. I'm looking at Mr. Cowan, and they really taped up his ankle. And I don't know if he may be done for the night. Let's head down to Drew Bishop and get his thoughts. Drew, what you got?
Yeah, Alan, it was a tough look there for Jackson Cohen, but he's down here right behind me on the sideline and getting that ankle taped up. He's trying to walk on it right now, talking with head coach Eric Souza, and it looks like he's trying to get back in the game. I saw some body language, him telling the trainer, hey, I feel good, and they're taping him up, which is a good sign. If he was definitively out, they'd send him back to the locker room, they'd put him in a boot, they'd let him rest, but it looks like he's going to try to come back in the game. We'll keep our eyes out, we'll watch and see if the senior can get back on the field. Back to you guys.
All right, Drew, thank you. Good report. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he could get back out there. he's trying to talk his way back out on the field. But they heavily taped that ankle. And he's a big contributor on that offense, so they really need him back out there. Clock winding, 3:03. That was a nice pass play by the Pickers. It picked up 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 now. And the Pickers have 2 timeouts left, so they got some time to play with here. 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. But as you can see, they're in absolutely no hurry to snap this football. We're already inside 7 seconds before the play clock is going to expire. And we're going to have a timeout called. And Robstown calls timeout with 2:39 to play.
Timeout, Robstown.
Hey, I like the Pirates on the sideline. That's the band getting ready. We're excited to have them at halftime with Robstown Band and Rockport-Fulton. I do like these Pirate costumes. I think they're ready for next week. Do you know what next Friday is, Alan?
Absolutely. It's high school football night. It's that's what it is, right?
You know, there's going to be a lot of players dressed up like a football player, that's for sure, for some Halloween fun.
We'll see. I'm working that night, so I won't be able to be in any of the Halloween fun. I got a football duty that night.
Same here. I have some of my coworkers trying to convince me to dress up. They said, you should go get some pads. I said, do you know how much shoulder pads cost nowadays?
No, I have no clue.
Well, they looked it up, $40. I'm not getting $40
At Academy or what?
At Academy.
Wow.
I had shoulder pads back in the day. I dressed up as Troy Aikman for multiple years because I just wanted to be Troy Aikman every single year. But, you know, those pads were plastic, probably $5.
Troy Aikman.
They came with the whole outfit.
My wife and I had agreed if we ever had another, we had 3 children. If we had a 4th and a boy, it would have been, his name would have been Troy. We already had it planned.
I like that. No, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
There's the student section, though, wearing pink for this game, pink out game.
Back to pass, throw, caught. That's a, ooh,
wow.
There's your big hit. There's your big hit.
Gosh.
That is your big hit of the game so far.
Ford Anderson.
Yeah, but
with
Christian
the big hit.
Vela on the receiving side, that's the first down of the game for the Robstown Cotton Pickers. Let's take a look at it courtesy of Miracle Method.
Nice job.
Oh,
you know, he knew someone was coming, and he was able to, he bobbled it for a second, but he was able to hang on. Great catch, but big hit.
So 2 things
by
there.
by number 3. Ford Anderson.
News flash on both that play with first down for Robstown, as we mentioned, and then the big hit. It'll be hard to beat that hit. What do you think?
Oh, I know.
Is that the clubhouse leader right now?
That has to be the clubhouse leader right now.
All right. Well, we reached the 2-minute timeout, and we're going to take a timeout. 28-zip. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We're coming right back.
Austin and Caliper on the stop.
All right, welcome back. Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Pickers just got their first down of the game, and they're going to get a second first down on this one. That's a big gainer. And the Pickers are on the move inside the 50-yard line is Isaiah Gutierrez.
You know, he hadn't broken a long run in a while, but this was it for Isaiah Gutierrez. They're going to hurry it back up to the line. But let's look at this real quick. It's just a nice little pass. Gutierrez showing he's got some hands there. And the big man.
He's a load.
He is tough to bring down. If you know, the stiff arm was working, but he got wrapped up in the ankle.
Well, here he is now,
again.
Yeah, running the football, and he got past a couple of would-be tacklers, but only after about a yard gained. So let's see. Robstown's down to 1 timeout, minute 23 to play. And they need something to happen here pretty quick. As they need to.
About 1, 2nd down 9 for the Cotton Pickers.
The clock is still running. They're not going to use that timeout right now. We are now almost inside a minute 3 to go. 2nd and 9. Pickers have done a good job on this drive, throwing the football. And they'll attempt to throw it again. Back to pass. Got a man open, and he overthrew him. And number 1, Christian Vela was open, but Trevin Crowley overthrew him. That'll stop the clock.
Miles
3rd and 9.
Rodriguez was on the near side, and he looked open too. You know, there was a couple options on that one. Robstown trying to spread out the defense.
Well, I like the fact they are trying to throw the football now. They've had some success.
They do. You know, we just saw their running back catch a great pass a couple drives ago. That got a huge first down, and that's what they need. I think if they start doing that, then the running game will come into fruition.
3rd and 9. And Crowley is back in trouble. He'll run.
He's got lots of room to run.
And he's got a first down and more. He'll slide it down to the 31-yard line. That'll stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains.
Great smart play by the quarterback there to slide. There's Allen Samuels first down, but it looks like we got a replay too, so Miracle Method. We got all of them at the same time here, but it's.
Well, they're hoping for an Aztec Chevrolet mention here in a second or two. That they're hoping for.
Well,
all right,
some time.
Here we go. Back to pass.
Deep throw by Trevor Crowley, and it's picked off. I can't get a number on that, but
That's
goes
number
the young
10.
man.
Who's got it?
That's Reed Snyder, the quarterback. No, not Reed Snyder. Is that Reed Snyder? That's Reed Snyder, the quarterback. I was like, I think that's him.
You did a little double take there, didn't you? All right, Reed Snyder, good job. Looked like the ball hung up there for a brief moment and underthrown just a tad bit. And
the corner was doing a great job, but I think here we go. We'll see it. The corner did a great job. I think the receiver had a great shot there, but the safety just sneaks in there and snags it.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Let's see what the Pirates try to do. So they got 21 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left. Well, just when we thought maybe the Pirates' defense was about to bend, they come up strong with the big INT. So here come the Pirates. 1st and 10 now. Ball on their own 28-yard line. Again, up 28-0. And they will go to the ground game, and that's their main man, Trey Alvarado.
Alvarado, he's got lots
and
of room.
Alvarado's going to break it.
Blocker.
Alvarado trying to outrun some white jerseys. Run out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That'll stop the clock. 7 seconds. They do have that 1 timeout left.
Alvarado.
So Trey Alvarado off to the races. So they will hurry up there and try to snap this football. With 7 seconds left. Again, they've got 1 timeout left.
Rodriguez saving the touchdown for Robstown.
That was a 52-yard gain for Trey Alvarado.
Longest run of the game so far.
1st and 10, Rockport-Fulton.
So a change of fortune here. Just when it looked like Robstown might be driving in for their first score of the game, they get a turnover, and they're going to bring in and going to try a field goal here. 37-yard field goal attempt.
The young man is Evan Richardson, a junior from Rockport-Fulton.
And they are going to call timeout. No? Delay of game. My goodness. And all that time to set up the field goal.
But Evan Richardson's staying out there. Oh, nope, they're pulling him.
Yeah.
Just a little too far for him to make that kick.
He'll be going into the wind as well. Pretty good breeze out there. So
there's the flag blowing. You're right, Alan.
They just waited too long. It looked like they were going to snap the ball. Then all of a sudden they brought in the kicking team. So the man who got the INT is back out there now, Reed Snyder.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
So they'll heave this one into the end zone and see if they can get someone to come down with it. But we are going to have a timeout called. Looked like maybe on the Robstown side.
Timeout, Robstown.
Yeah, Pickers do call timeout. That's their final timeout of the first half. So again, we'll remind our viewers, Larissa, we'll have both bands. We'll have our HEB highlights and maybe some score updates from some other games around South Texas.
That's right. Let me check if I've gotten any in a bit. I do have it. So Venters Memorial is up 35-0 against PSJ Memorial with 2:50 left in the half. And then Miller is up 28-3 in the second quarter.
There's a look at that Rockport side. That's a good crowd on hand. We're up there somewhere. Somewhere we're up there.
I was trying to wave to see if I could. I think I saw you.
Did you? Okay.
Oh, here's another score. Oh, it's a close one. Who is up?
Well, who's playing?
It's Santa Gertrudis Academy and Lyford.
Okay.
Someone has 19, someone has 14, 2:59 in the second.
All right.
I'm waving. Hey, everybody.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. A little delay here.
There we are.
All right, here we go. I'm going to throw this one out, and it's caught, and
inside.
3 seconds left. They might try the field goal now. What do you think?
They might. Did they get the timeout? Did they stop?
Yeah, they are.
The
Here's number 6 is going to trot back out there for Rockport-Fulton.
I did get it confirmed. Lyford is up 19-14 over Santa Gertrudis Academy with 2:59 left in the second quarter.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? One of my friends, his name is Aurelia Williams, AC, and he said he has a pair of shoulder pads I could borrow for Halloween.
Well, AC, he's a good photographer, so this is going to be a 38-yard attempt. Interesting, you got Jose Perez who kickoffs, but you got number 6 for try the field goal, and he's got it. No, he did not. Did it not get there? It looked like it was true. Can we look at that again? Or did my eyes deceive me? I thought that ball went over the crossbar. Maybe it didn't. Miracle method. Show us.
Here we go. They answered.
All right. Let's see here. May have been just a little bit short then. It went
Just
left.
to the left.
Just
left.
doggone it.
Thank
From our
goodness
angle,
for
it was
the
hard
miracle,
to tell.
Thank goodness for the miracle method replay. But that had the distance. That was a good kick.
All right. We're at halftime. It's 28-0, and that means we're going to go down to Drew Bishop and get his thoughts. And Drew has got Eric Sosa. Go ahead, Drew. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Looks like we're trying to get
doing what they need to do. Our boys are flying around. They know what the game plan is, and we're executing.
And so, guys, a little bit of technical difficulty again here with Eric Sosa, Rockport-Fulton. Coach, we were talking a little bit about when we had those technical difficulties about your defense. Again, reiterate how good you guys have been playing on that side of the ball.
Yeah, those guys, they fly around. We lean on our defense quite a bit. Our offense will win games, but our defense is going to win championships. So Coach Black and the defensive staff, they've done a really good job preparing our boys, and we got another half to play.
Tough to come up with a lot of, bad points when you're up by 28, but what are you going to focus on in the halftime locker room to come out and improve on?
Just execute. We've had a couple of penalties. We need to clean that up, and we need to play a perfect 24 minutes left.
All right. Appreciate your time, Coach.
Thank you.
I close my eyes and I hear his dad talking. He's got his dad's voice, and he talks just like his dad. That's, so good job. 28-0. It's all Rockport-Fulton here. It's game night, South Texas. When we come back, we'll have both bands. We'll also have your halftime entertainment along with some good highlights from Rockport. It's a great night here in Rockport-Fulton. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. I'm Loris Liska alongside Alan Harwell, and it's our halftime sponsored by Truckers Equipment. We've got Beeville and Rockport-Fulton, but we've got something interesting tonight. I think I have this right. So both teams, I think, are doing like a pirate ship theme because I believe this is the Beeville band coming out in Beeville drill team. So we'll have that for you for a halftime. I know Rockport-Fulton's waiting as well, so we got a lot of pirates tonight. Halloween's next week, so it's exciting to see the ship sailing across the field.
Your 2025-2026 Picaret drill team. Picarets of the week are Olivia Camacho and Kendra Ramirez. Social officers Caprice Peña and Natalia Rivera. Lieutenants Haley Castro and Samantha Esquivel. Junior Captain Anissa Martinez. Senior Captain Allison Limon. The Picarets are under the direction of Coach Andrea Science. Enjoy halftime.
Behind the new
Mic test. See. Okay. The next band to perform is the Robstown Early College High School Band. Their program is entitled Beyond the Sea, featuring a sea symphony by Ralph Vaughan Williams, A Ship in the Mist by Rosano Galante, Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish, Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin, and a medley of scene shanties. Drum major Soraya Tobias and Chris Martinez, you may begin your performance.
Welcome back to Game Night South Texas, our halftime sponsor, Truckers Equipment. That was a great performance by the Robstown band. I can't remember if I said Robstown or Beeville at the beginning. We've been doing a lot of games this year, but this is the Robstown band with a great performance. I love the boat and the sailing, the lighthouses. But I do have a friend here. Let's see if we can call forward Alan Harwell if he's ready to go. You ready for some highlights, Alan? I heard you have some good ones. If you're ready.
Well, I had to make 2 trips down there.
Uh-oh.
The gate was locked when I first went down to the booth. But, yeah, let me get my notes out here, and we'll be ready to go. Let's roll those HEB highlights.
Favor brings the store to your door in minutes with HEB now.
All right, here we go. It's been all Rockport-Fulton, 3 touchdowns in the first half. It all began with Trey Alvarado. That's a 5-yard gain on their first possession. And they take the early 7-0 lead. Took them 3 minutes to get on the scoreboard. And high snap. This would lead to a turnover. And all of a sudden, Rockport, a minute later, got the ball inside the 20-yard line. And that would lead to a Reed Snyder 13-yard run here. He called his own number, and he'll take it in. So 2 possessions and 2 scores early for the Pirates to make it 14-0. And we're only about 6 minutes into the ball game. 3rd possession now. This time it is Jackson Cowan, number 11, takes off. Nobody touches him. He'll take it to the house. And the extra point was good. 21-0 still in the first period. So then we would fast forward to the second period now. Rockport with the ball. And Snyder will throw it out, and this is the first really big play of the night for the Robstown Cotton Pickers. The ball is picked off, and they'll bring it back the other way. At the time, we thought this might build some momentum, but no. They wound up giving the ball back, and then the touchdown pass from Reed Snyder to Ford Anderson made it 28-0, and that is where we stand right now. There was one more big play by Rockport right before halftime. The Pickers throw the INT, and it was intercepted. And that, again, that is where we stand, Larissa, 28-0. Your HEB now highlights all Rockport. They have to be feeling pretty good right now in the locker room.
For sure, Alan. Rockport-Fulton has been on fire, but we'll see what Robstown can do coming out of the half. Now, coming up, we've got another one with Rudy J. and Mike Taylor.
Yo, Mike Taylor with Rudy J.
Hello.
Saturday mornings here on Chris 6, we do a television show, a fine sports television show.
The best.
In the Building Sports Edition. Welcome into it. This week on our podcast that we do on YouTube, we've talked about Wemby's colossal debut. We've talked about Cowboys and Broncos. I know y'all are enjoying this high school game tonight. Just wanted to jump in and say hello. Make sure you watch us this Saturday morning as we get ready for all the football weekend and talk about Wemby and everything else.
Aggies, Longhorns, Cowboys, NFL gumbo, college gumbo, and now we got NBA and, World Series is going on too. Who knows?
Correct. It's an exciting time to be a Spurs fan, which Rudy and I both are, because of Victor Wembanyama, who finally has now come out of his shell. They're playing at New Orleans tonight. The other night, Wemby that was unlike anything we've ever seen by anybody ever in the game, ever.
Insane. KD meets Shaq.
Yes.
You combine those two, maybe get more championships. Who knows?
I'm not saying they're winning the title this year,
but
I picked them to win 40 games. I think I may be wrong.
I picked 48. I might be wrong.
This could be a 52-55 win team. And we don't do hyperbole on our show, ever.
Only because there's a lot. Yes, there's Wemby, but then everything around it looks really good. Mitch Johnson looks good. It looks like Mitch is finally comfortable because it's actually his team. And the other thing we didn't talk about, this is the first time Pop wasn't the head coach of this team since 1999. We didn't even discuss that. Like, he's not because last year he was gone.
Yeah.
Most of the season, like, Pop's done. We didn't even touch that.
It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah.
It's weird. But it's Mitch's club.
Yeah.
And
you can tell.
Spurs appear to be back. All right. The second half is next. Y'all enjoy it. Watch us Saturday morning at 11 a.m. here on Chris 6. Love you hard.
Aye, matey, the Pirates are playing the band. It's Rockport-Fulton at the sea, ready to lead the way. Let's hear the Rockport-Fulton marching band.
All right, welcome back. Game Night South Texas, brought to you by brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Let's head down to the sidelines. We got Drew Bishop. Drew, what you got?
Hey guys, down here with Robstown head coach Travis Crowley. Coach Crowley, just for starters, tough first half. What was your message to your guys in the halftime locker room?
You know, on defensively, we got to keep getting stops and find a way to cause turnovers. Offensively, we got to sustain drives and just got some points. We told them, second half, go win the second half and compete right here.
You guys are a running team, like to control the pace of the game. Will you be taking any shots, expanding the field in the second half when you're trailing by a few possessions?
Yeah, we're still going to stick to what we do, but obviously we got to take some shots early and try to get right back in this.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more action on Game Night South Texas.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Game Night South Texas live from Rockport-Fulton, where the Pirates lead the Robstown Cotton Pickers 28-0. Hope you enjoyed the Truckers Equipment halftime show. As you saw both bands, you saw some good highlights, and we'll look at a few more highlights here. This is how the Pirates scored early and often. 21 first quarter points, and then they added this touchdown late in the second quarter, and they're pitching a shutout so far tonight by a score of 28-0. So when this game began, Robstown Cotton Pickers came in 6-1, and again, thank you again to Truckers Equipment for sponsoring our halftime show. They always do a wonderful job. Robstown came in with a 6-1 overall record, 1-0 in district play. For the Rockport-Fulton Pirates, 2-0 in district play, 5-3 overall. They'll take their bye next week, and then they'll finish out their regular season when they travel to Senton to take on the Pirates. Well, they were lined up on the wrong side to start this second half, so they're gonna switch sides, and we want to be proper about it, right? Want to be legal, go by the rules here. And the Cotton Pickers will kick off here to start the second half. So Rockport has to be feeling pretty good about themselves. They did suffer one injury there in that first half. Is number 11, Jackson Cowan, injured his ankle. I don't think we will see him in the second half. I think he could play, from what I've been told. He could play if he had to, but no reason to do it right now when you're up 28-0. So here come the Pickers, and they're going to squib it. And on the return is the Rockport Pirates, and there is nowhere to go. That's a nice tackle there. What's that young man's name, Larissa? That is number, turn around, young man. Can't see from the side. That was a 10 or an 18. I'm not sure.
I followed the kid who got the ball, which was Austin Walker from Rockport. I did not see who got the tackle. I was too busy looking to see if I found Jackson Cohen on the sideline. I haven't found an 11.
Yeah, he is not going to play here in the second half, so we've already got that official word. So we were told he could play if he had to, but they're not going to chance it. So here come the Pirates, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Again, they have completely dominated this game so far, so we'll see how they do here in the second half. Reed Snyder in the shotgun, and Reed's had a really good game. In trouble, and he gets away from the would-be tackler.
Wow, breaks the ankle tackle and tries to find room on the edge. Ooh, there's a flag, multiple flags out there, probably blocking the back, I'd assume. One kid near us lost his shoe.
Well, it's a good play there by Reed Snyder, getting away from the would-be tackler. And let's see what the call is here. It happened away from us, so it was hard to tell exactly what the infraction was. This may actually go against Rockport-Fulton. It may be that block in the back that Larissa talked about. Let's see. If I was a gambling man, I would say it was a block in the back, but let's see. I know that Larissa's looking up some scores for us, so we'll be checking out some. She'll be updating us here shortly. And let's see. Blindside block.
Illegal block indicated.
All right, you don't see that called a whole lot, but it was on this play, and that's going to be a 15-yard mark-off. So not the way the Pirates wanted to start this second half. That'll mark them back all the way to the 16-yard line. So that's where they will start. 1st and 25. So here we go. 1st and 25 now from their own 16-yard line. Again, Reed Snyder. had a good game, both running and throwing the ball. And he'll throw this one out, and it's a catch. And he's shoved out of bounds. And that is number 44. I believe that's a young man's name we have not called on. Lincoln Mitchell. The junior makes
Elizondo on the stop.
Makes a nice catch for the Pirates. It'll be second down now. Just underway here in the second half. 28-0 Pirates in control since the very beginning.
Dave Campbell's has a few scores. They have the Miller Buccaneers up 35-10 over King at halftime. And another halftime score, the Flower Bluff Hornets 56-7 over the Donna North Chiefs.
Snyder tosses across the middle, and it is a catch. It's a low ball, but it was caught by Zane Rios. And they'll move the ball up to the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup. Miracle Method will show us the replay here. As you see, Snyder, plenty of time to throw it. A little bit low, but a nice catch there by Rios. And the Pirates now face third down.
Another score for you, Veterans Memorial.
And about 10.
42-0 over PSJ Memorial at halftime.
Pirates need 10 yards now to keep this drive alive. And Snyder's back in trouble, throws it, and intercepted. Once again, the Cotton Pickers come up with a big INT. This time it's Ethan Vasquez. And all of a sudden, the Cotton Pickers have great field position.
This is the best field position they've had all night, and Ethan Vasquez is only a sophomore.
All right, let's see if that'll wake up this Robstown offense. All right, let's take a look at the Miracle Method replay. And the ball is tipped, and both interceptions tonight, courtesy of the Cotton Pickers, have come on tip passes. And you saw Reed Snyder, he actually made the tackle. So it'll be now 1st and 10, ball on the 27. And once again, it's Trevin Crowley in a quarterback. He'll hand it off, and just really not a whole lot of room there. Maybe about 3 yards is all the Pickers can get on this first play from scrimmage of the second half. That's number 4.
Ricardo Ruiz.
Yeah.
I've been told he can run the ball a bit. They like to give it to those big power backs. We saw a lot of Isaiah Gutierrez and Dominic Figueroa. But Ricardo Rodriguez adds a little bit of speed to the mix, and excited to see what he can do. He's mostly a defensive player, but they can put him in on offense. We didn't see him really do much in the first half on offense. So they're trying to make some changes in this second half, and that's one of the first things we see.
I see you found the spaghetti.
I did, so I'm trying to figure out the best time to eat and talk.
You told me you were having dinner after the game tonight, but that's all right. You can't
just
sit there and look at it, right? That's right. It's just a snack.
Half the plate.
There you go. Here we go. Once again, this is Ruiz getting some playing time now, and he'll gain a couple of yards for the Pickers.
He got about half the plate. That was the line of scrimmage to the first down marker. So it's going to be about 3rd and 3, ball on the 20-yard line. Robstown inside the red zone for the first time tonight.
Well, we'll see if this is 4-down territory or not. You going to try the dessert after this? You can't look at it. You got to at least take one bite.
I will say I can't do it because my fiance Mike McClendon would not like that. It's because he's always got a great dinner plan. So no dessert for me tonight. I will eat it later.
All right, here we go back to the run game. Pirates trying to stop them, but no, I believe that Robstown has picked up a first down to about the 13-yard line.
This time 25, Dominic Figueroa.
Samuels, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram, Ranches Pass, Texas, first down. It's their second first down of the game, I think, or maybe third.
Maybe third, because I know they had a great pass earlier. It was actually the pass was to their senior running back, Isaiah Gutierrez. But Dominic Figueroa, the sophomore, he's been finding a good groove. It's good that the seniors have some young guys that are going to be able to continue to grow this tradition under first-year head coach Trevin Crowley.
All right.
There goes Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruiz is going to get around the corner, and Ruiz is going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cotton Pickers.
Wow, that's an Aztec Chevrolet touchdown. Did you see the way Ruiz, it looked like he could have maybe got stopped there near the line of scrimmage, a 14-yard touchdown. But again, he is electric. He's got speed. That's what they were missing at running back. And as soon as he got around that right edge, he was untouchable.
That's your Aztec Chevrolet touchdown. And the Cotton Pickers come out with some new life here in the second half. They force a turnover, and then they get the touchdown. So now they'll try the extra point. This is number 25, Dominic Figueroa, another sophomore. Good snap, good hole. Kick is up, and it is.
Ooh.
It's the right upright. It is no good. But with 8:03 to play, the Pickers have life. It's 28-6. Rockport. You're watching Game Night South Texas. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. We're live at Pirate Stadium in beautiful Rockport, Texas. Alan Harwell with Larissa Liska and Drew Bishop down to the sidelines. 28-6 now is the Cotton Pickers score for the first time tonight. Let's see if they onside kick here. Why not? Down 28-6, and there is the onside kick. And it's rolling around, and it'll be recovered by the Rockport Pirates at about their own 43-yard line. Let's go back and take a look at that touchdown run by Ricardo Ruiz. And Ricardo turned it on some speed there. And there he is. Nice-looking young man. He'll take the handoff, and he'll go around the right side. He'll turn on the speed. And he'll tippy-toe down that sideline. And the Pickers find pay dirt for the first time this year. Now, they would miss the extra point, so that's why we stand at 28-6.
I don't know if you saw that, but when he first ran, he ran right into alignment. There was no room to run right up the middle where he wanted to go. But great vision on his part to take that outside edge. But let's see what Rockport-Fulton can do.
I'll see if they respond as they start now from their own 43-yard line after turning it over on their last possession. Already an early timeout.
Yikes, you want to save those for sure.
So we're going to stick right here, 8:03. So what was that last score you gave a moment ago? You said that we don't really have any close games tonight, do we?
We do not.
Maybe SGA might be in a close battle.
That one might be the only one. So in the third quarter, Veterans Memorial is on the road at PSJ Memorial. Veterans Memorial is up 49-0 in the third quarter. And then at last check, I think I saw, let me pull that up. I think I saw Miller was up 35-10 against CC King, and that's the third quarter. And then halftime score, Flower Bluff is up 56-7 against Donna North at halftime. Flower Bluff is at home tonight. I do not have another update.
That's all right.
For the Lyford game.
I'll watch the news at 10 o'clock. I'll see those final scores pop up. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Rockport on their own 43-yard line. They had to call a timeout there. Got to regroup. And Snyder under center. And he'll hand it off. And boy, nowhere to room. Look at this. Look at this. Revamped. Rejuvenated.
You know, Robstown's defense has been very good. You know, if you remember the C.D. Lamb interview we showed you earlier in the first half, one of the players he gave a shout-out to was Joel Mungia. In one of the games that we went to, he got an interception. So, I mean, their defense is stout. Their defense does a great job. Rockport-Fulton, again, just very electric. But can Robstown just, wear them down? Can they stay strong? And so far, off to a great start.
No gain on that last play. 2nd and 10. Snyder under center. And he'll hand it off. And around the right side, looking for some running room. He's got a lot of it to the 40, 35, finally brought down at about the 33-yard line. And Zane Rios putting on a show here on that play as he turned on some speed. Alan Samuel Chevrolet will give you that first down. And some of these guys, I tell you, when they get some open territory, they can turn it up a notch.
29-yard line.
That's how I describe this Rockport-Fulton offense. Again, they are electric. They're the type of team that can create the big plays, have the celebrations. Robstown just slowly moves down the field, but both ways can win games.
Trey Alvarado in the backfield. He's had a big game tonight. And, he's got to be licking his chops as they get close to that end zone. He's got it, and he's looking for some running room, and he's got it. Look out, 20. And brought down at about the 19-yard line. Well, it looked like he might be able to get away, but
that was a big tackle by Aiden Elizondo. I mean, like you said, without him, he would have been gone. He's very good at Trey Alvarado is just very good at bouncing off defenders. He just keeps those legs churning.
It's a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 now for the Pirates. 6:50 and counting here in the third chapter. Beautiful Thursday night in Rockport. Reed Snyder in the shotgun. And he'll give it to Alvarado
Ooh,
like that.
Stuffed on that one.
Robstown was waiting on him, weren't they? Well, they were.
And Aaron De La Rosa from Robstown, 66. Anytime you see him coming your way, he's done a great job tonight, that young man.
He did a good job of filling that hole, and that was not a first down. Remember, they only needed 1 yard. They didn't get that yard, so it's now third and about a half a yard.
And if they can do that, they need to do that again for sure. Just to give you some interesting stats about Trey Alvarado, he's also a great student. Again, he's a 2-time state powerlifting qualifier, academic all-district honoree with a 3.7 GPA, honor roll. He's in AP, dual credit. He does it all, and especially great on the football field.
Snyder will throw. It's a catch, and it's going to be down to about the 4. That'll be a first down. That was a nice catch there by
Gage Gonzalez and Alan Samuels.
Yes.
First down for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates. A great pass by Reed Snyder, too. Watching him roll inside. Here's a Miracle Method replay.
That was a good timing pattern here. Turn, throw, boom.
And there were some defenders that were looking to get a hand in there, but just not enough.
It was a touchdown saving tackle there by number 22, Michael Vasquez for the Pickers.
Now Rockport-Fulton on their first and goal ball on the 5-yard line.
Rockport looking to answer that Robstown touchdown a moment ago. That's a good look from the end zone.
And it's a quarterback keeper. Reed Snyder. It stretches to the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Pirates. An Aztec Chevrolet touchdown.
All right, so the Pirates answer with a touchdown to the run here to make it 44-6. And for Reed Snyder, that's his second rushing touchdown of the game. And they'll bring on number 17, Jose Perez, to try the extra point.
You know, when you're looking at top playmakers, at least when you're looking at the Rockport-Fulton side, if Jackson Cowan was still in there, he'd be up in the running. He had a 40-something yard touchdown run. We know.
Pick is up, and it is good.
And it's good.
35-6. Larissa, we'll let you finish that when we come back. It's 35-6, 5-12 to play. Game night, South Texas. Brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. We'll roll on after this quick 2-minute timeout. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Pirate Stadium in Rockport. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by our good friends at Thomas J. Henry. And right now, it's been all Rockport-Fulton tonight. You see the score on your screen. It's 35-6. There's 5 minutes and 12 seconds left. And you were saying a moment ago as we're leading into the commercial?
You're right. I was mentioning all the guys that have made plays, and I was talking about who could possibly be our player of the game. And what I was leading up to in that is right now I think our front runner has to be Reed Snyder. You know, he's thrown a touchdown pass, had 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. Jackson Cowan had a 40-something yard run earlier, but of course he's not in the game anymore with an injury. Like you said, he could come back in, but better safe than sorry. But Reed Snyder, and he has an interception.
Absolutely.
Reed Snyder. So Reed Snyder's done a lot tonight. Great job by the Rockport-Fulton quarterback. He's only a junior, so good news, Pirates fans. You will have Reed Snyder again next year.
Good thing you don't have an NIL portal in high school like they do us in college. We just can't keep players. They just, but we get players. Also, we lose some, we gain some. But
it's hard. It's a challenge. I do not envy any of the college coaches right now.
Absolutely. You gotta play for now. That's what it's. You don't build teams up anymore. You have to play for who you got. Because who you got today, you may not have tomorrow. All right, here come the Pickers, fresh from that last touchdown drive. So they start it now, 75 yards away from the goal line. And once again, you got Trevin Crowley, quarterback in the backfield. He'll drop back. He'll throw it way downfield, and it's going to be a little underthrown.
Wow, Tim Sanchez!
And he couldn't hang on to it.
Oh gosh, it looked like he looked like he stretched for a second. Wow, I saw him do the NFL tried to do the NFL catch. He had the down, extended his hands. I saw a play Drew Bishop captured it a few weeks ago where Tim Sanchez just made an incredible catch. So from here, it looked like he had it. But I got to give credit. That's the deepest throw we've seen Crowley throw tonight.
And it was underthrown, but that was really the only way he was going to be able to catch the ball.
And it was honestly, it was just a little bit outside, and the out of bounds. So, gosh, you just couldn't get it.
So 2nd and 10. We'll try again here. Again, Crowley will drop back, quick pass, and a nice catch there. Look out.
Tim Sanchez again. He's going. Just gets past the 40, taken up around the 45-yard line. But you know what? We need all the cheerleaders to rally at this moment. That's an Allen Samuels first down. But right now we need all the cheerleaders to rally, root for your offense, root for your defense. It's the Rally Credit Union. Those cheerleaders helped me give out a lot of towels today. So thank you so much, Rockport-Fulton, Robstown over there. Appreciate it.
I hate to outdo you on something here.
Uh-oh, what do we got?
How many did they give away tonight?
I think it's 25 per side.
They're giving away 2,000 at the Javelina football game Saturday night.
Oh, man.
Okay, all right.
We give it throughout the whole season.
I know. But we'll get it y'all in one game, right?
What's 50 times 9?
50 times 9?
I don't want to do the math today.
Okay.
50 times 2 is 100.
So if you come to the Javelina football game Saturday night, you'll get if you're one of the first 2,000, you'll get a free rally towel.
Oh, that's wow! Rally just they do the right thing, helping out all the sports organizations, and towels are a good way to do it because it's hot in South Texas. I don't care if it's October, and it's October. It's almost November.
What is the weather folks telling you over there?
You know, I saw on Facebook today, Stephanie Lauber said there was a small little rain cloud right over Lake Corpus Christi. She said if we had a small rain cloud, that's where it needs to be.
Well,
it was small.
It needs to be over our house too, right? That's for sure. It rains a lot in Kingsville, and I tell the folks in Kingsville, you got it so lucky here because you got wells that you can get your own water from. They're watering at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh wow!
And we get nothing.
Live Oak County is dry. I know in George West and Three Rivers it is dry. I visited my hometown last week, and it's the cows are having to survive on cubes and hay.
Well, you're right. And I told my wife the other day, I said, look, we got the Grand Canyon in our front yard now. We don't have to go to Arizona to see it because it's just getting wider every day.
Mm-hmm.
Cracks and holes and all that kind of good stuff. But everybody's got it in Corpus Christi right now. There's a nice throw, but a little bit past the intended receiver.
Sanchez
of course,
again.
Sanchez, yeah.
I can tell you one thing, though. You know, it's not suffering. Turf field. That's why most of the fields have gone turf now. You do not have to water this thing, and it's green.
And you don't have to water. You don't have a lawn, do you? You have a lawn? You don't have a lawn.
We do have a lawn.
Do you?
It's at the condo apartments, whatever you want to call them. There is some grass. I don't know if they water it. I just live there.
Is it green or brown?
It is green, so somehow it's getting some water.
Okay. So you're not admitting on the air that you water it. Is that
I don't water it. I share it with 7 floors.
Oh, okay.
But we're right by the ocean, so maybe just buckets of water.
There you go. 4th and 10 down. Robstown will bump the ball away. I think they called a timeout before they snapped the ball. They did. That'll stop the clock. 3:27 to play here. Well, when you got a 35-6 game, I mean, you got to come up with topics to talk about,
do.
right?
And you know, it is green and brown grass. It's not fully healthy green grass.
So have you come up with a feature story on no water? Sports feature story.
You know, I should. Well, I think the feature would be, you know, a lot of these teams that still have grass fields. You know, George West, like I said, it's hot over there, and they're still one of the grass fields. Orange Grove's a grass field. How much water are you having to spend a year to try to keep the field going, and how much have they had to cut back? Because you have to have the field looking good enough. I know I heard there was a team that went to a field this year, and there were kind of some potholes, but it's just because it's hard to maintain these fields this year if you've got a grass field.
Picker's going to go for it, maybe. Well, no, I don't know. Let's see.
This could be a fake.
Could be.
I can't tell.
I'd go for it. You have nothing to lose, but they're going to punt the ball away.
Nice long punt, though, for number 20. 26, I think.
Yeah.
And, it's a good roll,
too. Good roll there, all the way down to the 6-yard line. So that's where the Pirates will start.
This is the farthest back on their own side of the field that they've had. So can they march down the field for 93 yards?
So I'm thinking, and we don't have the issue in Javelina land because we can water, but some of these baseball fields that are grass that aren't allowed to water.
You know, Islanders had to deal with
and
that last year.
The Hooks, I'm not sure what their situation is with the city, but, I mean.
I know I tried to ask last year. There's some kind of little pass they get, but, I mean, they're not watering it healthy. Like, you know, you can see their berm was dead last year. The Hooks berm was completely dead. They're watering enough, though, to be able to at least maintain MILB qualifications.
There you go. All right, from the 7-yard line.
Oh, that
nothing
was
there.
sniffed out so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have a score update from Santa Gertrudis Academy.
I'm excited. What you got?
It has not changed. Lyford is still up 19-14. 5:08 left in the third.
And that must be a road game for SGA because there was
nobody at Javelina Stadium.
Nobody. It was dark.
I'd been at Javelina Stadium the past 2 Thursdays. I was getting H.M. King, of course, with our Game Night South Texas game, of course, against San Antonio, and then another game against Port Isabel last week.
And they're at home again tomorrow night. It's senior night.
Okay.
3 straight home games. Back to the run for Rockport. They'll break it outside, and
what a big run.
I tell you what, that's some good second effort there by turnaround young man. Is that a 28?
That's a 28.
It is.
Roman Garcia, a junior for Rockport-Fulton. I do have another score update. Veterans Memorial is up 56-0 over PSJ Memorial. I mean, I tell you, that district, it's a clear favorite. The top 3 teams are Flower Bluff, Veterans Memorial, and PSJ North in no particular order. I can say PSJ North has beat Vets already.
1st and 10 now. And they'll pitch it out.
Trey Alvarado.
Alvarado's got some running
speed.
Ooh. Well, he was chased down by number 33 there for the Cotton Pickers. That, of course, is Ethan Vasquez. Ethan may be their leading tackler tonight. He has got a lot of tackles.
He's got to be, and he's got the interception earlier that led to the touchdown.
Alex Daniels, first down.
So Ethan Vasquez has been doing a great job tonight for Robstown. I'll say this about the Cotton Pickers. They might be down 35-6, but their defense has just been resilient. They've hit hard. They've tackled hard this entire game. It's a different Robstown that you've seen in the past, and that's why going into this game, they were 6-1. Undefeated in District 1-0.
Guaranteed winning season for regular season anyway.
Yes, for sure. And I believe playoffs because they've already beat Ingleside. The top 4 make it to playoffs.
Absolutely. Only one team will be on the outside looking in.
Oh, shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Trey Alvarado was gone again.
Trey would have been back in the talk of player of the game had he taken it the distance there.
He's definitely, he might not have the touchdowns on my list, but he has carried the load, moving the ball down the field for the Pirates. Rockport-Fulton, though, using up their time here. It's 1:04 left in the third quarter. Play clock at 13 seconds, taking up all the time they need. Up 35-6, ball on their own 40-yard line.
And Reed Snyder will drop back, got a lot of protection. He'll go deep, and it throws everybody.
He was looking for 28, Roman Garcia again. Roman Garcia, I think he was hoping Roman Garcia was just going to keep running.
Right.
Keep running that go route, and he just kind of stopped there, and then it was too late.
So it'll be 3rd down and 3 now.
Trey Alvarado coming to the sideline for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates, so they're going to need someone else to step up here on 3rd down.
Kind of a good time to work on some plays here because you got this game pretty much wrapped up, so you're trying to, but you don't want to show too much because we got that big Senton Pirate game coming up in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Why did you get that one on a Thursday night? Did you?
Oh, it's hard to get some of those teams on Thursday. They're not going to do the big games for me.
Big number 44 rambling here, but there's about 10.
Wow. Including
10,
Aaron De La Rosa. I know
Pickers.
66 off the top of my head. He wasn't the first one there, but he definitely helped throw it down. I believe 33, though. Ethan Vasquez was one of the first ones there on the tackle.
First down, Rockport-Fulton.
That's an Allen Samuels first down, though, for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates. Just enough to gain. And the ball is now on their own 43-yard line.
They'll have to run one more play before the third chapter is over. There's 26 seconds on the clock, but there's 16 seconds on the
We got some
play
exciting
clock.
games ahead, though, because Week 11 on Game Night South Texas, we end it with Orange Grove at London.
That'll be a fun game. We were there earlier this year. Run it outside, not a whole lot there.
Roman Garcia stopped by a herd of Robstown.
66 was in there. Look at him right there.
He was in there.
In your picture.
He's
well,
always there.
that will put a close to the third quarter. And both teams score one touchdown in the third quarter. The score is now 35-6 in favor of Rockport-Fulton. Game Night South Texas brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Will continue after this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Game Night South Texas from Pirate Stadium in Rockport, Texas. It's 2nd down for the Pirates, and Ryan will run outside. Reed Snyder will roll it out, and he'll throw it, and it is a nice catch there.
That was
number 12. Yes.
Luke Brown.
Yeah, we're seeing all sorts of names popping up now for the Pirates.
You know, you got
some playing time.
You got to rest these guys up, though, especially with here's a Miracle Method replay, though. You got to rest them up, like you said, with the big games coming ahead. But Great effort, though, by the quarterback. He was getting chased down big time.
We have a new quarterback in there. That's number 4.
Yep, that's number 4. That's Austin Walker.
Walker is now in there, quarterback. I thought that didn't look
They
like
made a
10
lot
when
of
they first started.
They made a lot of jersey changes. We got to be impressed with the new quarterback coming in. Robstown, though, they look like they're ready to blitz. See what this new quarterback can do.
And he'll roll right.
And he's running for his life.
Oh, good tackle.
Ethan Vasquez, did you see the energy back there? 33 with the sack.
It's either 33 or 66. That's to tell you what, those two guys dominated tonight.
They've done great.
All right, so get some information here on Austin Walker, number 4. He is a junior. He also plays defensive back. Well, it's 4th and 16, so Rockport will be forced to pump the ball away now. But it looks like they're going to go for it. And Reed Snyder looks like he's back in the ball game. So Reed Snyder back in on 4th and 16.
Timeout, Pirates.
And the Pirates are going to call timeout. They're going to talk about it. Interesting, they were going to go for it on 4th and 16. And there was some indecisions made there. See, a little upset on the communication level. They were trying to figure out what they want to do. And Reed Snyder's going to come off the field.
Okay. Or at least come into the huddle.
Yeah, at least go in the huddle and talk about it. I'm a little surprised, though, they'd go for it on 4th and 16.
Here's my only, this might be weird. I don't know if I would do this, but my only logical thought is maybe you put your starting quarterback in a situation. Hey, this could happen in 2 weeks, happen in playoffs, 4th down and long. What are you going to do? In good field position, just outside your own 40-yard line. Can you make the play? Put him to the test. Put him in that scenario.
But do you want to show the other team that, though?
It might not be a trick play, but it might just see does he have the confidence to be able to stay in composure and get that first down.
Well, that's actually what they're going to do here. They are going to go for it.
He's got 4 receivers. One of those is Zane Rios on the near side here. And they got the offsides.
Yeah,
free play.
Throw it across.
And it's caught by 44. That's Lincoln Mitchell.
Down to the 50-yard line. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the call is. Was he drawn offsides? That's going to be the key.
He was short of a first down to gain either way, but with that flag, that's going to be big time. It's on Robstown.
All right, still 4th down. They're going to need, it looks like, about 11 yards, I think.
11. Yep, 11 yards, ball on their own 42-yard line.
So now they'll try their 11-yard play, okay? First it was going to be a 16-yard play, so now they'll try the 11.
Oh, and here he's going to punt. I didn't know he had those skills.
He is the punter. He is the punter. Yes, he is. And look at him. He kind of a side-winding kick.
And it has a good roll to it. Let it keep going.
We just don't see Rockport punt very rare. I think that may be their first. I think that's their first of the night, I believe.
I think.
Because I think the others were turnovers.
Right, they did have a turnover on. They did have one turnover on downs in the first that ended
both
the first
interceptions.
quarter.
Yeah, there you go.
So there was one other time that they had to punt away, or they went for it and just failed on 4th down. I just have turnover on downs.
All right, so they'll start the ball now. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. The Pickers down 35-6. Rockport-Fulton is riding a 3-game win streak, looking to make it 4 in a row tonight, and it looks like they're going to get it. And Trevin Cowley will hand it off. There's nothing there, maybe a yard as Crowley hands the football off, and just not a whole lot there. It'll be 2nd and long.
About 1, 2nd down.
So next week we'll be at Cabinets, correct? That'll be my first trip to Cabinets. Is that your first? I think that is our first trip to Cabinets this year.
That is, and we didn't get to go to Cabinets last year.
King and Moody. We'll wrap it up 2 weeks from tonight. We're going to wrap up the regular season on Thursday Night Football.
I can't believe it.
A little 1-yard gain. So now it's 2nd and 9 for the Pickers. And Crowley will drop back. He'll throw it. Almost, and is intercepted. And he'll take this one back to distance. That's going to be
Ford Anderson.
It is.
Wow.
But here's the key. It went through another player's hands into his hands.
Wow.
Aztec Chevrolet Rockport-Fulton touchdown. So Ford Anderson getting in on that's his second touchdown of the game, so he scored on both offense and defense now. So there's a rarity.
Well, I think that puts Ford Anderson up for maybe him or Reed Snyder.
I don't think that's happened this year on Thursday Night Football. I don't think we've had a player score both on offense and defense on the same team in the same game. I don't believe.
That's impressive.
I don't remember it.
And he had a big hit earlier. I mean, he's doing it all.
I'd go ask for a raise.
Oh, look, he's got the sword. Y'all can't see it on our screen, but he picked up the sword with the deflated ball going into the football. That's 3 deflated footballs now for turnovers.
Kick is up, and it's good. Pirates lead 42-6. Not only left to play in this one. You're watching Game Night South Texas. It'll roll on after this. All right, welcome back. Game Night South Texas. Boy, if you're a Rockport-Fulton fan, you got to be loving this one. 42-6. You see the score there with 9:08 to play in the ball game. And let's go back and if we get a chance. Oh yeah, there's those deflated footballs, courtesy of the big sword there.
And the defense making some big plays, forcing some turnovers. There's 3 or 4 footballs already on that sword. I really like that. That's super cool.
You think they tape them up and use them again?
Can you save a football?
I don't know. Here's the kick. It's a line drive kick, and I'll bring it back out. 20-25.
Ricardo Ruiz trying to find some room.
Let's go back and look at the touchdown. I want you to notice it was almost intercepted by one Rockport-Fulton player, and then of course Ford Anderson came up with the loose pigskin to score. So if we've got that replayed, love to look at it, courtesy of Miracle Method. And here it comes. You ask, and boy, it comes, doesn't it? All right, so check it out. So you got the pass. Boom, right there. It looks like an INT, and then it goes right into the hands of Ford Anderson, who scored on offense. He scored on defense, and he's made some big hits on defense as well tonight. So he's been the complete player tonight.
And he's deflated a football.
He's deflated maybe a couple of footballs, I think.
I know. He's been great today.
So of all the games tomorrow night, which one are you looking forward to the most, you think? What do you think will be the most exciting game?
Let me think. I think off the top of my head, I've got to go. I got to go with the game of the week, the Battle of the Bridge. I've got to go with Carroll GP. Carroll, they're itching to get back out on that field after getting shut out by Miller 35-0. And then they had to wait another week because they had a bye week. Gregory Portland has just been rolling over everyone. The only team they've lost to this year is Sinton. So can Gregory Portland stay on their dominant path of success, or can Carroll come back from that Miller loss and get back in the winning column for district?
Picker's looking for some running.
Tim
but I think
Sanchez.
we're going to have a holding call here called against. Okay, so last Friday night, I saw one of the best games of the year, Cal Allen and Toloso Midway.
Oh, that was fantastic.
So TM scores late, kind of like the Carroll-Cal Allen game, right? So
yes.
TM scored late, like Carroll scored late, remember?
Yes.
And then Cal Allen scores right there at the end on the Ian Pettis
what a kick.
Field goal.
And it was amazing. What kind of timing is that? So they kicked the field goal right when we were going live for Friday Night Fever. And a lot of viewers were probably wondering, why aren't you just going live on the kick? And UIL rules say you cannot live stream a game unless you get permission by both teams leading up to it. So I told my coworker, Drew, get in front of it. We can't show it. You can stand in it. It can be way behind you. So we had to block the kick. As we blocked it,
Okay.
But, with UIL, there's some tough rules.
Well.
So we unfortunately weren't able to air it live, even though we kind of had the chance. Better safe than sorry. And, but what a game. What timing. Other than that, we would have had the shot. We would have had it.
I guess I broke the rule over 20 years because I showed a lot of live TV all the time. And
I just know it's
it may have changed. It may be a new rule
though, because even with SEC and Big 12, when I was covering like the SEC games, when I was in Georgia, they let you post to Twitter and Facebook and web, and then by the end of my time in Georgia, all of a sudden they changed the rules and they said, you can go to the games and shoot highlights and air it on TV, but you can't post to web.
Well, back in my day, we didn't have all this social media.
That's true. So the rules have been evolving and been changing. With social media, I think that's what's kind of been changing the game, and they're trying to figure out what the rules and regulations are.
I think one of the most exciting live shots I ever did at a high school sporting event was when Carroll was at Cavernous playing a playoff game, Brooks Kieschnick hit a game-winning home run over the right field fence.
Wow.
On the second pitch, I was live on camera, and I said, "Hey, before we throw it back, let's one more pitch," and he hit it over the right field fence, and Carroll won. And Brooks Kieschnick still calls that one of his favorite plays of his career.
Oh, I know, it's exciting. Like I do need to go back and I need to talk.
And you know who I'm talking about, right? Brooks Kieschnick.
Oh yeah, no, he just got. He was.
You're
was
a Longhorn, so
was
you
he
should
the
know,
guest
right?
speaker? Well, he was the guest speaker, award winner for the South Texas High School Winter Baseball Banquet this past year. So I got to meet him there, and well, there's Reed Snyder. He's up for Player of the Game. I think he's got a good shot. I can say that.
Well, there's
sure.
a good roll by the Cotton Pickers. Will it get? May.
Just let it go. What are you doing? I don't know. Maybe they'll prove me wrong.
He may run it back, and he is going to go. He's going to take this one. Oh, he would have scored had it not been. That would have been your play of the year right there.
Oh, there's a flag way back here, though, 40 from Rockport-Fulton. I don't know if he's saying where is the call or if they called it on him, but a flag is way back here. Oh, if he would have ran it back, I would have been eating my words.
Well, that would have been the play of the year, maybe.
Oh, that was Ford Anderson again.
I tell you what, the guy is doing it all tonight.
He really is.
But you're right. He should not have picked up that loose pigskin, probably. But that's okay.
That's okay. Now I don't know how far back they're going now with that pin.
But he too may have been worried the ball was going to be, stopped at the 1 yard line, so he wanted to pick it up
and get ready for it. It was starting to slow down right at the right spot. But I do need to contact UIL and ask the exact ruling. But I did Google it just to double check if my intuition was right. And what I interpreted was that we couldn't show it.
I just plead ignorance. I just go, hey, I'm sorry I didn't know. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Right, there you go. It was such a tough call. It was so literally live right when that kick was going. I was like, oh, wow. But Ian Pett has made it. He's a clutch kicker. You've said that before on our Game Night South Texas games. Definitely Mr. Reliable.
He really is. 1st and 10 now for the Pirates on their own 15-yard line. Only 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in this game.
Who's running the ball this time? But it's right up the gut.
Mitchell on the carry.
44. That's Mitchell. Lincoln Mitchell.
Yeah, I remember doing a lot of Friday Night Fevers and showing the game live, And so, yeah, I think there's probably been some rule changes here in the last couple of years.
We do have a final score. Veterans Memorial shuts out PSJA Memorial 56-0.
Well, it's been tough on some of those Valley schools this year. We have beaten up on most of those teams down there.
Everybody pretty much but PSJ Memorial. Port Isabel was good, too, against H.M. King. But when it comes to that district in particular that's full, this is 5A Division I. That's full of Valley teams. Flower Bluff and Vets are in the top 3.
Weslaco, watch out for them with the playoffs. They're one of the better teams of the Valley this year, without a doubt. So a bit of running room there for the Pirates.
That's 42.
Martinez?
Do I have a 42? Or 43, maybe 43. There we go. Levi Garcia.
Garcia, okay.
And I believe that's Alan Samuel's first down for the Rockport-Fulton Pirates.
So when do we announce the big hit? We got 5:30 left to play in the game.
That's true. We usually do it around the 4-minute mark.
So I got to wait another minute.
I'm sorry.
Okay, because you usually don't tell me these things on the big hit.
I wait till the powerful people tell me in my ear, Larissa, go.
The big boss man in our ear here tells us when to say, what to say, not what to say, and when to say it. Here's a nice run around the left side. That'll get down to about the 34.
Jackson Gruber, a lot of different guys in this fourth quarter getting some touches, getting to get some action there, resting some of their starters.
The Rockport band there.
They had a great halftime
TV
performance.
Exposure.
You'll be able to go back and check out the replay of this game on YouTube. So that'll be up there tomorrow, Friday night. We'll have the replay of this whole game, and you can watch it as many times as you want.
2nd and 5 now. We're going to do the big hit after this play, Larissa, so stand by. And looking for some running room, and just not really a whole lot there is Austin Walker is back in the ballgame. All right, so the big announcement is coming up now for the big hit of the game. We had some really good hits early on. Got some more big hits in the second quarter, but there is one that stands alone tonight, right?
That's right, and this one is sponsored by King Ranch Ag and Turf. Here is your big hit. Let's check it out, Robstown ball. And who's going to come in hot? It's a name we've said all night. Boom! Oh, my gosh, Ford Anderson put that one to bed. He's been all over the place tonight. first down by Robstown. Credit the receiver for holding on that ball because Ford Anderson was coming in hot. That's, again, King Ranch Ag and Turf. Big hit of the game.
All right, nice run here by the Rockport-Fulton Pirates, trying to get a number on him. That's another.
That's 28.
That's 28 in there now for
Roman Garcia.
Roman Garcia running the football as they're just trying to run clock here.
3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rockport-Fulton Pirates up 42-6. Again, our starters pretty much out for the most part.
Once again, I want to thank Rockport ISD. They did a great job with us here in the press box. They served us dinner.
And Thomas J. Henry for helping us with all these
Henry.
Game Night South Texas games. And, of course, the Friday Night Fever tomorrow night with our game of the week, the Battle of the Bridge with the new bridge. Oh, here's a new name on the new number. It's number 8. That's Aiden Williams.
You think they'll ever rename the Harbor Bridge? They might have to call that rivalry something new. You think they'll ever name it after somebody?
Well, like the rivalry, it's called Battle of the Bridge, right? So I guess as long as it's still a bridge, that name can stay. But I don't know what name they change it to. I like Harbor Bridge, but I don't know. That's a good question.
I'll let you bring that up in the next newsroom meeting, okay?
Right there you go.
Somebody needs to go ask that question.
Right. Forget about all these meetings about water. I want to know the name of the new bridge.
You got to go. That goes over the water, right?
That goes over the water.
There you go.
Oh, yep.
2nd and 5 now for the Pirates.
They do have lights on it now, though.
Okay.
Oh, we got an electric play.
It's coming back. We got
yep.
a hold on the play. They'll bring that back.
That was 16. Tanner Chenault showing his speed, but yep, Laundry moving this one way back. It wasn't Alan Samuels' first down, but we'll see what the officials say. Holding on Rockport-Fulton.
It's a crazy thing driving back from Kingsville every day as I get close to Robstown heading into Cal Allen. I can see the bridge.
You couldn't see the old one before.
You couldn't, but right before you get to Robstown, you could see it. Plain as day. It just,
wow.
Yeah.
It is.
Cool.
It's really a masterpiece, just how giant it is, and it's well needed. I'm hoping maybe it brings like a cruise ship down the road. Like it's endless the opportunities that could come to Corpus Christi.
I mean, nice honeymoon cruise, huh?
I know, right?
Right. Throwing some ideas out there, maybe.
As my fiance Mike McClendon, baseball player, he got to travel a lot, and I think he's learned that having to travel and play so many games, it was fun, but it was also a challenge. But I'll finish my story when we get back because they're shutting me off. I'll see y'all later.
Hey, with games like this, you just got to talk about it.
Welcome back to Game Night South Texas. Hey, fans, I'm going to quickly finish my story. So going back to my fiance, Mike McClendon, he played professional baseball with the Milwaukee Brewers and some other teams. But, they have to travel a lot more than they do now. Check out this play, 28, running up the field. But one reason he likes cruises, Alan, is because, once you put your stuff in the ship moves you. You don't have to take your stuff out, go to another hotel. And I think that's why I love cruises. That's why we both love cruises.
Oh, I love them too. Yeah, I can't wait
I
to
bet
go
those
on
kids love cruises.
Oh, anybody. I've heard so many people say, I do not want to go on a cruise. I will get sick, and all that kind of good stuff. And they get on them. They love them.
Mm-hmm. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fun games. We came back with a trophy.
Really?
We did, so.
What did you do?
Trying to think what to call it.
Well, we did
the water cups. Water cups with the ball. We bounced it in and we won.
Yeah, there's a name for that. I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, they're going to go to victory formation here with 1:34 to play.
Oh, I think they went off sides on this one.
It's hard to do on those victory plays. Well, it's been a good night if you're a Rockport-Fulton supporter. We put up 42 big ones tonight.
It's getting close to our player of the game.
Let's go ahead and do it. You ready?
Are we ready? Let me see if the big bosses say yes.
Oh, yeah, we got to get permission, so. Because they got to cue the video. He's got it.
And there is our player of the game, sponsored by Lamar Plumbing. That is Reed Snyder, your quarterback. He really does it all. He's got an interception in this game. He had a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown. The only reason he doesn't have more is because he's not playing in the fourth quarter. They pulled the starters. So great job by Reed Snyder, Rockport-Fulton. Up 42-6 and staying undefeated in district.
And if we had a second-place finisher, it'd be Fort Anderson,
It'd have
right?
to be Fort Anderson, no doubter, no doubter.
A very close second. So if we were giving out turkey legs, they'd have to split them, right?
They would have to split them.
Okay, there you go. All right, they got to run one more play. There's 25 seconds on the clock and 13 on the play clock. Well, now they just move the play clock to 25, so that's it. There will be no more football tonight.
And Rockport-Fulton wins this one 42-6. They continue to stay undefeated in district. They've beat Cuero, they've beat Ingleside, they've beat Robstown, and all that's left is the Sinton Pirates.
That's her 4th win in a row also, Larissa. So as you mentioned, they now improved to 3-0 and 8-3 overall. And all that's left here to wrap this baby up is we'll be talking to Coach Sosa here momentarily, courtesy of Drew Bishop. So next week, be sure and join us over at Cavadas Field when the Moody Trojans take on the King Mustangs.
I heard one of the King receivers was close to breaking a school record, so we will see if he does that. But, Alan, I think you have a special treat for us right now.
We got our second half highlights brought to you by H-E-B Favor.
Favor brings the store to your door in minutes with H-E-B Now.
All right, here we go, and there is your player of the game. Reed Snyder drops back, throws it, and the ball, well, that was one of the few plays, right?
One of the few bad plays he had.
Yeah,
it's
there
not
we
his
go.
fault. It got tipped.
It got tipped, and it was intercepted.
Ethan Vasquez, I mean, he was a playmaker for Robstown tonight.
Yeah, he was all over the place. These are second half highlights, by the way. So what this led to was Rockport's defense giving up their only touchdown of this football game. And, of course, that is Ricardo Ruiz. That was a 14-yard pass play, and that made it 28-6 as they would miss the extra point. And then Reed Snyder would come back, and he would score his second touchdown of the game as he'll call his own number, quarterback keeper, and he will run that in. And that made it 35-6 in the third quarter. And the game would wrap up the scoring with Fort Anderson. Ford scoring on both offense and defense. He'll pick it off, and he'll take it back the other way. And that's the way this game would end, 42-6. So a big game for Fort Anderson, a big game for the rest of his teammates. And this is a confidence booster as they go into their bye week and they get ready for maybe the game of the year. We'll see. We don't know yet, but it's shaping up to be for the district championship as they will travel to Sinton 2 weeks from tomorrow night. There's a good chance that might be your game of the week. You never know. A lot can happen between now and 2 Fridays.
And I know week 11 is going to have some amazing games. Depending on what Flower Bluff does next week against PSJ North, which that would probably be for the district title. Well, it's already next week, I think. But week 11, they would play Veterans Memorial, so it's either that game or Rockport-Fulton versus Sinton. I think those are the top 2 games for week 11 so far. But wow, I mean that could be a great game to see if Rockport-Fulton could win their first district championship since 2019. They're chasing it. Eric Souza, I talked to him earlier this week. He said, we want to bring back a district championship to Rockport-Fulton. It's been a few years. The Pirates are hungry. They've worked hard for this in the offseason. They had a tough schedule. I believe one of their losses, I think if I remember looking right, was to Houston team. I've looked at too many schedules this week, to be honest. But they've lost to some tough teams. They've won all their district games. Rockport-Fulton has looked solid this year. And this is the year, like you said, Alan, a lot of seniors on this team.
Absolutely. It's win this year. All right, we're going to, as Drew Bishop is trying to chase down Coach Sosa here after the school song.
Either Sosa or no, our player of the game by Lamar
player
Plumbing.
Of the game. Are we going to get Reed Snyder? Okay. All right, let's head down to the field, and we got our player of the game. Drew, it's all yours now. All right, Drew, take it away.
All right, guys, here. All right, we're back on the sideline here. Rockport-Fulton quarterback Reed Snyder here. Big 42-6 win. Reed, just for starters, talk to me about that fast start, how it made it easier on you guys. How are you able to find success so early?
It's really nice when, you come out and you score first drive, second drive, and third drive. The pressure really goes off of you. Defense was doing amazing, just giving us the ball right back every single time. It was really nice. Makes the pressure go way off of us and puts it a lot more on them.
You mentioned the defense. I mean, it was a great performance. You guys have had a lot of great offensive outputs, but tonight the defense only letting up 1 score. What was the key on that side of the ball?
We have a great mind behind it all. Coach Blacks, he has a great mind, and the kids behind it, we're really good at gang tackling. We make a tackle, it's not 1 or 2, it's the whole team normally. We make great at that, and pursuit on the ball tonight was just great.
And for you guys, another district win, very key in pursuing that home playoff game. What do you have to do to continue this success in district play moving forward?
We got to prepare and get ready. Sin's a good team, and we got to get ready for them.
All right, Reed Snyder, Rockport-Fulton quarterback, and they take the win tonight, 42-6. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Drew. It's definitely a statement game tonight for the Pirates. As you mentioned, they win big. So Reed Snyder, there's your player of the game, and Lamar Plumbing, happy to give him that award. And
2 rushing touchdowns tonight, a passing touchdown, an interception. What more could you want?
I tell you what, he was like, Mr. Everything, although there were a lot of other players also that had great games tonight for Rockport. But, yeah, here's the touchdown pass. Actually, the interception. We need to get rid of that play.
That's not part of it. But here's the touchdown pass.
Here's the TD pass. And
that one was a great one.
So Reed Snyder, again, just a junior. He'll be back next season. And he'll only get better.
And look at his interception work.
As the year goes
great
on.
Safety. He ball hawked that the entire way.
Yeah, he sure did, and he would take that back a few yards. So congratulations, Lamar Plumbing, player of the game, Reed Snyder. And like you said, they get a week off now and get ready to play that big game in Sinton. And if you're going to ask me who's the favorite, man, it's still too early. I don't know. A lot can happen between now and 2 weeks from tonight. You see Coach Sosa down there talking to his team, and he's got to feel pretty good about the way things have been going with him. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Again, final score, Rockport 42, Robstown 6 for Larissa Liska and Drew Bishop and the rest of the crew here. Thank you so much for watching Game Night South Texas. Thank you so much to Thomas J. Henry and all the great sponsors. We'll see you back here a week from tonight from Cavadas Field when the Moody Trojans take on the King Mustangs. Good night, everybody.
Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas is a presentation of Chris 6 News, presented by Thomas J. Henry.